January 20th, 2020. 2 years, 2 months, and 15 days ago. You could also describe it as 805 days. 19,313 hours. Or 69,530,100 and approximately 87 seconds. That is how long it's been since the first Tony Raines race in the first attempt at Season 1. 2 years later, Season 1 comes to an end. Hello and good evening, YouTube. Welcome back. We already got a 5 from JD Land before this even begins. We're here, though. Thank you for the 5. I could really use that in my bank account, as I have a whole $3 grand for this race right here. Last time we went out to Rockingham, and I gave Newman another win because he's incapable of getting it himself. Oh boy, howdy. Tony Stewart wrapped up the championship like at the midpoint of the season, basically. As for me, I am in fact ahead of 2 people in points. If I finish 90 points ahead of Hermie Sadler, actually it would be 96 points ahead of Hermie Sadler, I would get 38th, but we're looking like a lock for 39th as long as I don't die. But I have never finished a Homestead race 100% in this game, so it's looking pretty unlikely. We'll see what happens. I do have a lot of friends. Many friends have been made over the course of this playthrough. Greg Biffle and Mike Skinner especially. Christian Fittipaldi has been up there. I have made headways on a friendship with Casey Mears. So we'll see. We'll have to see how that continues on. I have had a lot of polls this year. 6 polls. Not a lot of polls. I mean, not the most polls that I've ever seen in the first season of this game, but it's a solid amount of polls. Chevy's basically locked up manufacturer title, and Dale Jr. has locked up most laps led on the season. He did that last week, and Stewart, he is not going to lead that category at least. Chromatic Fades is playing at a very quiet volume, almost inaudible to a human ear. Oh goodness gracious. We will be having this chassis. It's an okay chassis. This is an okay engine, and the body is also okay. It's a car rating of 57, which is rock solid considering what we've been driving. And Jeff Gordon could go winless for the first time since his rookie year in 1993. Don't let me forget to look at all the stats at the end of the season. Like, we're just going to have a half an hour of just looking through all of the stats for 2003. We're going to look at everything. That is a promise. Dale Jr. on the pole, his championship hopes dashed, but his pole hopes not dashed. Suspension, we're going to pull out the full round of wedge to start this race off, or at least for qualifying, and I do believe I'm going to slap that 4th gear shorter. Marginally shorter. Alright, Homestead, yay! It's a really good track. Woo! Was it good back when this game came out? I think it was, personally. It was not as good as some tracks, but it was still a solid track. It was better than Pocono, at least. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I don't have any confidence in this race. If I die at like lap 60, I'm probably gonna accept it. I have 0 confidence in this race. Homestead is such a hard track in this game. 39th on lap 1. I would like to get my qualifying objective at least. My objective is an average starting spot of 25th, but well, then again, it really doesn't matter because this is the final race of the year. I'm going to get it regardless. And it'll reset for next season. Actually, I think that this sponsor runs out after this race. I think every sponsor runs out after this race, regardless of where we finish. So that's interesting. That was a terrible qualifying lap. 23rd. Hey, that's qualifying objective. Am I going to do a best of season 1 montage? I should have made that before this race. I know there were some people that were going to say that they were going to do that for me. All right. And the stream is dead, according to the chat. I do not have dropped frames on my end. It did freeze on my phone, but I do not have drop frames on my end. It's not saying any drop frames at all. Performance window. Stream has disconnected, attempting to reconnect. It says 0 drop frames, and yet the stream disconnected. Interesting. That's the first time that's happened since moving here. That's very interesting. All right, well, we'll just hope that it holds up. We're just gonna hope that it holds up over the course of this, and yeah. Well, in any case, let's begin the race. Let's throw it to MRN.
Welcome to the Homestead Miami Speedway for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Ford 400. Barney, with this being a fairly new racetrack, these drivers don't have the notes to look back on like they do at other racetracks. What do you think we'll see in this one?
Well, Joe, this track has changed a lot this year. It's still wide, but they've added banking to the turns. Used to be very flat here, so these drivers probably will spend the first few laps getting accustomed to the new design.
Kevin Harvick will begin the race in the top 5 in points.
Being in the top 5 is a huge boost in self-confidence. I know everyone on that team is very happy with their performance this season, and rightfully so.
Michael Waltrip's career finally started to take off after joining DEI in 2001.
Let's go, Miller.
You always knew he had the ability. Now he finally has the ride to show it. I expect we'll see even more of him in the future.
The 174 car is not having the year he had hoped for so far.
A good finish would go a long way in boosting that team's morale. I guarantee it would make a whole lot easier to come to these racetracks.
Oh, the horns. The horns. Make the horns go away. Okay, we're just going to run under the assumption that the stream is going to work. Starting on the front row, as always, are Dale Jr. and Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart already the champion, Dale Jr. looking for seconds. Then in row number 2, Jeff Gordon starts alongside Rusty Wallace. Gordon has not won this season. Rusty is looking for win number 2 after winning at Texas. Then the next row is Kevin Harvick and Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott's career in question after this season. Could he retire? Could he stay for another year? We're going to have to wait and find out. Then it's Elliott Sadler and Robbie Gordon, 2 guys who usually do not run good and are probably not going to run good in this race despite the good qualifying effort. Row number 5 is made up of Jeff Burton and Johnny Benson. Jeff Burton with 2 wins on this season, starting alongside Johnny Benson, who has not won since last year at Rockingham. Ricky Rudd and Bobby Labonte share a row. They have both got 1 win apiece this season, looking to get another win to send off their seasons. Michael Waltrip and Matt Kenseth join each other on row number 7. Michael Waltrip has 2 wins this year. Kenseth has none. Row number 8 has Ricky Craven and Jamie McMurray. Jamie McMurray coming off of that win last year at Charlotte has not done anything since. Craven has not done anything either. Herbie Sadler's had a terrible season, starting alongside last week's winner Ryan Newman in row number 9. Row number 10 is made up of Jimmy Johnson and Ward Burton. Neither of them have won this season. Jimmy looking to try and get Hendrick Motorsports in victory lane. The only Hendrick winner this year is Joe Nemechek. Row number 11 is made up of Kurt Busch, your All-Star Race winner, and Mark Martin, your Charlotte in the Fall winner. Looking very good. And then Tony Raines starts alongside his best friend Mike Skinner. Mike Skinner with a couple of top 10s this year. Tony Raines looking for his first. He will not get it today. Joe Nemechek, your Brickyard 400 winner, starts alongside Kevin LePage. Joe Nemechek trying to find victory lane one last time in 2003. Casey Mears, your 2-time winner. Martinsville and Daytona for Casey, starting alongside Dale Jarrett, who I still think has not won it all this season. There in the back of the field, Steve Park won somewhere that I don't know this season. He's starting alongside Jerry Nadeau, who is looking to survive to a good finish today. Jack Sprague and Greg Biffle, 2 Rookie of the Year competitors starting in row 16. 2 good friends of Tony Raines. We'll see what kind of day they have. Kenny Wallace with an uncharacteristically poor qualifying spot in the row 17, starting alongside Jeremy Mayfield, who's also struggled this year. Ken Schrader, your Sonoma winner, starts alongside Sterling Marlin in row number 18. A rough qualifying effort for Marlin. We'll have to see what kind of speed that car has on the long run. Then row number 19 has Kyle Petty starting alongside your Martinsville and spring winner, Brett Bodine. Ahead of your fall Talladega race winner, Christian Fittipaldi. And Terry Labonte starts alongside that number 43 car. Jeff Green and David Green, the Greens together in row number 21. And rounding out the field is wanted murderer Ashton Lewis. My goodness gracious, we have a full field of drivers. Ashton Lewis has made a lot of starts this season. Like, he's been around. I've been around. Anyway, that's your starting lineup. Presented to you by Interstate Batteries. I don't know. Okay. I do not expect to finish this race. That's just a forewarning to everyone in the chat. I don't expect to finish this race, and I really hope that the stream doesn't die over the course of this. We'll have to wait and find out. 267 laps from Homestead, Miami, and we are green for the final time in 2003. Yeah! Off to just a horrendous start. Lost 4 spots before we even got to the first turn. Don't forget, my race objective is finish better than 30th or better, and beat Casey Mears. I already have my secondary qualifying sponsor objective by qualifying in 23rd. Yeah, like I said at the start of the stream, 2 years, 2 months, and 15 days. That's how long ago the first race of this the original playthrough, not this playthrough, but the original attempt at this. That is when the original attempt began. 2 years, 2 months, 15 days. Sponsored by Extends. I'm trying to think of lines. A sponsor related to lines would be a good sponsor for the starting grid. Matt Kenseth is an undisputed first ballot Hall of Famer. 2 Daytona 500s and the last real Cup Series championship. Yes, I would agree with that. What should we do after this race? We're gonna go through every possible statistic that I can, and then we're gonna start the new season. I'm gonna advance. I'm gonna get my new sponsors for next year, and we're gonna see who retires. We're gonna see all that stuff. Oh no. Yeah, just think. Life was normal before this started. Oh my god, there is no way that I finished 30th in this race. There is no way I'm finishing 30th. Look at this. These guys can just drive underneath me, and the car doesn't turn. On top of that, the car doesn't turn. They're just driving around me. Like nothing. Will I try to get a good silly season? No, I'm just going to take whatever the game gets me. We're not gonna meme. We're not gonna do any memes. This is, I mean, I know that this entire playthrough has been a meme so far, like Casey getting 2 wins, but, you know, I kind of wanted this to be a legitimate, like, you know, 100% race length season. You know, like, this is the most gritty, realistic NASCAR playthrough in YouTube history, right? And then a bunch of people started winning that made no sense. Brett Bodine getting his second was a good moment. Good moment. It really set the tone for the remainder of this playthrough. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, this car is not fast at all. I mean, Richmond were slower than shit on the first part of a run. But I don't know if that's going to be the case at Homestead, where the car is going to come to us after the run goes on for a while. I have no reason to believe that. Fittipaldi won Sonoma by 2 laps in your playthrough? What are you doing? Are you driving backwards on the track? How did Fittipaldi get a full 2-lap lead? Like, he qualifies decently at road courses sometimes, but he's not like Robbie Gordon or Jerry Nady where he could actually win. He always just dies in the race. Sometimes he can survive to a top 10. I think he got a top 10 in this playthrough at Watkins Glen, or it was like a top 15. On this track, you can gain time in the pit cycle. Yeah, that's one of the only positives about this track, is you can actually gain time coming to pit road. And that's a thing that never happens in these games. This one especially. Green flag pit cycles are just basically a guaranteed you're going to lose 5 or 6 seconds. Which is good for when we're overpowered. But this early on in the game, where like I need all the help that I can get, kind of sucks that I have to make like 10 pit stops every race, and every single one of them's worse than the one before it. It is lap 10, and I'm already out of stuff to talk about. What's going on? What's up, chat? What is up, chat? You had Fittipaldi win once but it was because of a major crash. You see, this game is so hard where you get like a crazy crash. The only place that I've been able to like cause like a field-changing big one is Indianapolis, where we had the blood on the bricks that one time. It was a great moment. Great moment, but it's never been replicated. Where we had like 35 cars DNF in one wreck. It's so hard to get your AI competitors to DNF in this game. Like, even at Talladega, you'll have someone LePage the field at Talladega, but they'll still be in the race. We had Ashton Lewis kill Tony Stewart, and Stewart went on to win that race. So, what I'm trying to say is that this game is not programmed desperately amazing. Help. Okay. Help! Okay, so that's how we get the first damage of the day, is me reading the fucking chat. Amazing. Is there a special clip that plays whenever someone donates 60? No. I'm pretty sure it's only 5, 10, and 30. I'm almost certain that it's only 5, 10, and 30. Well, I am tired. My neck hurts. I'm dehydrated. I had Little Caesars yesterday and today. I actually contained myself yesterday. I did not eat the entire pizza yesterday. I saved some for today, and I'm so happy about that fact. It was so good. I don't know if it was even better reheated than it was fresh. So good. So good. That company deserves everything. They also should be a sponsor for Corbin, but that's beyond the, that's neither here nor there. You loved the video this morning? See, I recorded that a few days ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm probably streaming today. I'll just throw that up. Throw that up today. But I don't know. I think I could have done a better take of that video. Cold pizza is not better than hot pizza, okay? Because, like, I'll eat cold pizza, but only if I have to. Like, if we're driving home and, like, the pizza's there, but, you know, like, but you could reheat it, you know, I would rather reheat it. I would much rather reheat it, but I would still eat it cold. If given no other choice, I would. Man. Did you see the comment about you wanting a piece of the cake? The cake is almost gone at this point. It was it's very good. I will say, for that being the first cake that I've made from scratch, it was very solid. The frosting was a bit much, yes. I will agree. I will concede that the frosting was a bit on the extreme side. I'm sorry I didn't have more butter. I should have just dumped the entire bottle of whipping cream in there. Just to try and make up for that. There was just simply way too much sugar. Will I do a top 10 worst drivers in iRacing? Well, I would be at the top of the list, so don't really want to do that. How did the buttermilk taste? It was lukewarm. I mean, like, buttermilk is already, you know, on the extreme on the taste side, but then you fucking make it warm. Oh my god, that was bad. I knew that buttermilk didn't taste good. But, like, you know, I've drank buttermilk straight many times. I was not expecting it to taste like that at room temperature, though. Oh, shit. You gotta do the cooking by the book. If the way is hazy. Turn the car. It's slow enough without you turning, dude. Leader's coming. Terry Labonte's coming. Terry Labonte having an actually poor showing today. Started terribly and he hasn't made up any time at all. Look at this man. Look at this man. Terry, why does he hate me? Terry, why do you hate me? Explain yourself. Explain yourself using 3 to 4 sentences. 2 to 3 paragraphs with 4 to 5 sentences each. Hey, Kamikaze Games, how's it going? I'm tired and my neck hurts. And we aren't even 10% of the way through this race. There's your answer. We're gonna be friends with Terry Labonte after today is done. This is the, yeah, Terry was the original sensei. No! Look at that, dude. It just brought him back down to the negative. It was 0, and then it brought him back down to -6. That's like more points than you can get from sharing draft. Even if you're full speed sharing draft at Talladega, all the way up the dude's ass. I think the most you can get is 8 points. And it just dropped him from 0 to -6 in the middle of the fucking corner for no reason. It's hard enough to get these fucking friendship points without the fucking game taking them away. Terrible. Terrible. Terrible, terrible ally and rival system in this game. Terry is still mad that I left him for Ward. Well, Ward like sent Kurt Busch after him and like murdered him or something. I really do just need to make an entire highlight compilation for this series because there was so much that happened. So much that happened in this playthrough. Like, a lot happened in the first attempt, but this attempt was even more wild. Like, there was just wild. Why a button? Am I doing a season 2? Of course I'm doing a season 2. I would not be doing this race right now. Oh, Terry! He got loose! He got loose and walked up the track. Bruh. Am I gonna take a hiatus on this? I should, but I probably won't. If by hiatus you mean like a week, then maybe. These videos do take a lot. These streams do take, 3 hours out of my, day. So I literally can't do anything else if I'm doing this. But at the same time, I've got a lot of YouTube stuff saved up. I've got about 2 months worth of NASCAR 05. I've got a lot of Gran Turismo 2. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that once or twice a week. But I've got a lot of it. LA Rush still has 2 months left until its final episode should be up. Cars, I need to record more of that. But yeah, in general, we're looking pretty solid. So Terry's got Kellogg's. Oh, who's that? Is that Newman? Oh, did Newman blow up? Man. Well, he had a good year. He had a good year. It just was not meant to be. Who is the leader right now? Is that Dale Jarrett in the lead? Back there behind me? It is! Dale Jarrett in 30 laps drove from like 30th starting spot. And he's the leader. What a king. Dale Jarrett, dude. Are you kidding me? More Road Trip Adventure. Yes. Road Trip Adventure. I'm like on the final episode right now. I just need to record the final episode and that'll be done. I'm uploading that every 2 weeks just because it's a short game and the episodes are really long. It's not really a short game, I've just made long episodes. But like all the games that I'm playing right now are really long, so. We just need like another Need for Speed game for the channel. We need to do Underground 2, have a 100-part series of that. I am changing the paint scheme for Season 2. Tony Raines is abandoning ship after Season 2. He's going to be getting into a new car entirely. Because this season has been such a disaster. Do NASCAR inside line. No. Not again. Not after that. I have a series of inside line on the channel already, so you better watch that. 2005 Chase for the Cup sells more. Well, oh. See, I would love to do a 100% playthrough of that game because 100% race links because it has all 4 series, so we could have like, wheeling races. We could do like 2 wheeling races per stream and maybe 2 truck races per stream or something. But the longest race length that you can have in that is what, 25%? That's fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, this car is so bad, dude. It would take like 2 years to complete 1 year. Did you miss the start of the stream where I said that it was 2 years, 2 months, and 15 days ago when I started the first attempt of this playthrough? Did you miss that part? Would I rather sleep with Deegan or Decker? They're both taken, so I have to respect that. Also, I don't like girls. You were playing Churro Q the other day and was at the GP with Barrett, and the unthinkable happened. Keish from Megbeth won a race, and Nayaki came in fourth. What a legend, Keish. I love Keish. I think you can do 100% races in like season mode, but like that's nowhere near as fun. That's nowhere near as fun as career mode. Which is why I was considering doing Thunder 2002 for this. But I'll have to do it in season mode just because the games are easier. But like, that's what I was thinking is maybe we could do that game next. Like, once I finish this game, which could be 5 years from now. Could very well be 5 years from now when this series finally does end. But, you know, Mark is out. This race sucks. Well, I guess maybe there will be a lot of DNFs and I might be able to just attrition my way to a top 30. But yeah. I was gonna do a 100% race length chase for the cup in NASCAR 08 back in like, oh, this was a long time ago. This would have been like 2010, 2011 I was going to do that. I made it through New Hampshire. I had the whole field lapped at one point. I did New Hampshire and then I went to Dover and I was like, this is boring. Dang it, Bobby. Bobby, you need to win this race. We need to end 2003 on a good note.
No one inside. More tires won't help us. Be careful. Okay.
I'll be president by then. In Road Trip Adventure, maybe. Don't you have to be like 35 to run for president? I won't even be 35 years from now. Actually, that's a lie. I turned 25 this month. Fuck me. Fuck me. I'll turn 25 this month. That's a quarter century. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Fuck, dude. Will there be a 10th anniversary stream in January 2023? Yeah, that's you've already spoiled what I was planning to do for the 10th anniversary special. Not a stream. EA managed to make the AI progressively worse from year to year. Yeah, they did. It's honestly impressive. And the car still doesn't turn. Nice. Your wife is 41. My mom is barely 41. Well, how old is my mom? Hold on. Car doesn't turn, sorry. So, if I'm 24, then my mom must be 42? Yeah, 42. 43 this year. Yeah. Will the 24-hour stream ever happen? I mean, at the rate things are looking, probably not.
Save your tires. Clear on both sides. Slop high.
Can I do top 10 worst female drivers? Do you want me to get canceled? Are you actively trying to take my channel down for YouTube guidelines? Thoughts on soda. It's not worth anything. It's not good. Carbonated water in general tastes better, and it's horribly unhealthy for you, and it ruins your teeth. Do not drink soda, drink sparkling water. This has been a PSA from Kamikaze Games. Gordon is not leading. He's a full half lap back from the leader, so that's good. ATV Off-Road Fury Part 7 win. Hopefully never. I hate that game. Uh-oh. Well, there's me reading the chat again. And we're in the fucking wall. Despite going 10 miles an hour slower in that corner than I usually do, we still hit the fucking wall. Fun game. Fun game. This car is shit and I can't do anything with it.
You're clear.
Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. I don't even like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2.
On that left. Clear all around.
We need some chloroform me. Chloroform me so that I wake up when this race is over. I was gonna do a NASCAR 08 100% race lengths as Casey. That's what I was originally gonna do before this series happened.
Focus on your marks, buddy. All clear, buddy.
Sparkling water is great. It just, if you're drinking bubbly, yeah, it's terrible. You have to know which brands are good. Sparkling Ice, Vita Ice, all good. Ace Combat 0 playthrough. I think I sold that game on eBay, actually. I think I sold it for profit. Because I knew I'd never play. I played through it once and I'm like, well, this is just basically Ace Combat 5 just with a different story. It was a good game. Fun game. Great music. Just like all Ace Combat games, but not something I was ever planning on going back to, so I think I sold it on eBay. What drink do I usually get with my fast food combos? No drink. I don't get combos. Actually, that's a lie. I got a strawberry banana milkshake thing, or not milkshake, smoothie. I DoorDashed McDonald's a few days ago, and that's what I got. It was only 200 calories. It's very good. Travis Knoll with the 5. Thank you. Do 100% race length in NASCAR Thunder 2003. I am not playing NASCAR Thunder 2003. That game is too fucking hard.
KG compilation of Yelling at the Crutif N. Also, do a 100% race length career in NT2003 de Crutif on top says
Like,
over
this game is
them.
hard, but that game is even harder. Like, even if you have custom setups, that game is fucking impossible. I have no speed. This car sucks. We're so slow. Oh my god. Rusty's out now. 50 laps into this race and we've already had 3 DNFs. Kidding me, dude. Which NASCAR game is Johnny Sauter from? Johnny's in NASCAR Thunder 2003. He's in 2005. I think that's it though. I don't think he's in this game because it's Harvick. Yeah. Because in 2003 he split the 21 with Harvick and then drove the 43 channel lock car, which is not in this game for some reason.
Clear on both sides.
And Ron Hornaday's in the 2, so yeah, there we go. Hoop, hoop, hoop.
The 16.
Bow down before the one you serve. You're going to get what you deserve. You don't have to, you can use assists in NASCAR Thunder 2003. Well, what's the point of that?
16 is inside.
$2 from Lyle Bailey, thank you.
On those tires.
Have I ever had the drink buy? Plus I'm changing to Dodge. Yes. Yes to Dodge. But have I ever drank buy? I think I have. But I'm not 100% certain. Fuel tank's almost empty already, by the way.
Wow! That's cool!
Ever had the drink by?
I don't know how Sauter won in the
Drink
43.
2 Dodge.
I know it was Richmond, but you say that he did a bump and run. I'm guessing it was like Ty Gibbs bump and run. Was it like Ty Gibbs bump and run or Chastain's? That's the real question. Alright, well we're coming down pit road this time by. Why does everyone want to see ATV so badly? That game is not fun. It's painful. I don't like it. Why do you make me play games that I hate? ATV's going on hiatus, I think. Because I yell at it too much, and if I yell at it too much, I'm gonna get fucking evicted. So, I'm sorry. What are the emotions of this race? Since it's the finale. Relief. Relief. We're finally gonna complete this season.
That's cool!
Is Carl Edwards only on NASCAR 2005? He's in the Truck Series in that game, and he's also in NASCAR 06 in the Cup Series. Which NASCAR game is Keselowski from? He is in 0 games until the game 2011, I'm pretty sure. 10 from Braden Taylor. Thank you for the 10. In honor of the 10th anniversary of your grandpa's death.
$10!
In 10 days, I'm going to Nordeste anniversary of my grandpa's death with a 100% race at the Rockins CFTC and a 100% race at Charlotte in NASCAR 2011.
I'm sorry to hear that F in the chat from Braden Taylor's grandpa. So 39, 40. There's already 5 cars out due to blown engines on lap 55. Wow. Kenseth expected things post-race. Am I excited to see Tails on the big screen in a few weeks? What do you mean a few weeks? I'm going this Thursday. We got tickets. Oh shit. The truck race is this Thursday. Oh well, I don't fucking give a shit about that. I would much rather see my husband. I mean, it's Martinsville, but the Martinsville truck race usually sucks. The first Martinsville truck race is usually shit. Isn't Logano gonna be in it anyway? Yeah, fuck it. Who cares about that garbage?
Number 19 is entering the track ahead. Be careful. Okay, we're clear.
Which NASCAR game is Jimmy Johnson from? Good question. Do I recommend the Sonic movie? The original, the first Sonic movie, was surprisingly good. It doesn't really do anything, you know, that ambitious, but it is still a good movie from start to finish. It doesn't really drag. It was a pretty good length, like Tails, you know, it wasn't. It was a solid 7 out of 10 movie. It wasn't anything, you know, earth-shattering though.
There's some leaders coming in. Coming up on a car exiting.
Thoughts on Haley Deegan's early season struggles? See, like, last year she sucked, but that was mostly because of inexperience. Now this year she's just getting involved in other people's shit. So at some point that does come down to the driver, but like, I mean, she's not as bad of a driver as she's been this season, like, at all. Like, she is way better than the races she's had is making her out to be. Caution flag is out. That's a problem, because we're trapped multiple laps down, and there's a car in the middle of the track. Okay, that's not great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bad things have happened today at Homestead, Miami. This is not good. Okay, so Ashton Lewis again! Ashton! Stop killing people! Why do you do this, Ashton? Every race, it's Ashton Lewis. And I think Tony drove into him, and I think Tony might have blown up. Ashton killed Tony again. I'm pitting. I should take the wave around, but I'm pitting just for the extra security. And other people are pitting too, so. I don't know if everyone's... More people are pitting. I don't know what's going on, dude. Oh my god, Ashton. Ashton. Why does everyone want more ATV Off-Road Fury? I will play more when I live in a place where I can scream. Okay? It's gonna take a minute, but it will be back eventually. Yeah, Ashton Lewis, that's a thing that happens at this track. You can have pit cycle shenanigans due to the weird way that everyone comes onto pit road in this track. Jeff Green is 5th? Wait, what? What is the running order? Ricky Rudd's the leader. Dale Jarrett 2nd. Jeff Green and Kenny Wallace are on the lead lap. Jerry Ninu, Johnny Benson is 9th. Oh no, Ashton Lewis. Ashton Lewis is 20th. No, he's getting rewarded for being a dumbass. Casey's in front of me. No, my sponsor money. Oh, I'm trapped 26th. Oh no, dude. I mean, I can still finish 30th. But that is killing me as far as the money's concerned. Stewart's out! Stewart's gonna DNF and win the championship, just like Kenseth did. Oh my god, the chase is gonna happen. Because Stewart DNF'd in the finale, but he had the championship won, just like Kenseth did. The chase is coming. The chase is coming! They're gonna make the chase because Stewart was out, but he's still gonna win the championship. No! Oh my god, dude. They're gonna introduce the chase. We're gonna have to do the calculations because we can't do it in the game, but like in real life, the chase would come into existence. So we're going to have the regular actual championship next year, but we're going to have to do calculations to see who would win the chase in 2004 when we come back to this. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, this game. This fucking game! Oh my god, I can't believe this. Yeah, Bill Elliott's on the lead lap. If something happened to Rudd and Jarrett, and Earnhardt for that matter, there's a good chance that Bill Elliott could win this race. He could do it. Bill! Oh, caution's back out. Oh, that was debris. I almost ran over it. Oh, what is happening, dude? Alright, the next person to ask if ATV Off-Road Fury is coming back is getting banned from the chat permanently. Jeff Green lost a fucking hood. He went down pit road. He followed me on the pit road. Did he not repair? Did he not repair the damage? Alright, this game, I'm pitting again, because why not? But this game is doing stupid things. How come sometimes debris flies off but it doesn't actually fall off the car? Because of the graphic limitations of the game, it just runs the It'll run a low render distance car. Like a different like model of the car when it's a far way away. So like when the camera gets close to it, you'll see that the hood actually did come off. It's just when the car is a certain distance away from the camera, it just renders a lower quality version of the car, but it's a default version of the car. So it's just graphical limitations. I'm pitting again just for extra security on fuel. The better that I am on fuel versus the field, you know, the better everything's gonna be. So, okay, and we're back. Elliott's still third. Rudd completely fell off, but Elliott's still up there. Bill could do it. Bill has a shot at it, and I have a shot at driving directly into the wall because my car sucks. Oh yeah, and being better on tires than everyone else in the field wouldn't hurt either. Oh, people are pitting.
Still beside you.
And people are pitting. Casey, no!
Clear.
Move, Sprague. If you don't want me to run into you, Sprague, maybe you should go a bit fucking faster. Did you ever consider that?
The leaders are bit.
More people are pitting. What is going on? Well, I'm gonna get all these spots, because you lose a whole lap when you pit here. Well, at least the AI does, because they take the access road. But they're gonna have fresher tires than me, so that's a problem. Well, not really, but you know what I'm trying to say. Yes, they take the access road. That's the reason why we're doing where we are. Because people trying to take the access road and then driving into the AI, other AI competitors. That's why we are where we are. Oh, look at this! Look at this! I'm in sponsor money position. Let's go! Do I still iRace? Whenever I play iRacing, it makes me want to kill myself. So I generally abstain from playing iRacing. I generally try not to. No, is that Bill? Bill Pitt.
Car is inside.
Well, he's going to be better on fuel than everyone else, so maybe that's actually a good thing. And that's a good thing. Expectations for Season 2. I don't think we're going to improve drastically. I think we might challenge for like 25th in points, but we're not going to be winning races. The only place that I think we have a chance of winning is Infineon and Phoenix. Maybe Texas. Other than that, we're probably going to be competing for like 20th every week. But it'll be better than, you know, being terrible. Okay, another caution. Well, never mind. That's the worst thing that could have happened to Bill. So Bill's race is over. Expectations for Casey in 2004. His AI hasn't been affected enough by all his wins. His 2 wins have not changed his AI in any capacity. I'm guessing he's still going to be shit, and he's probably never going to get top 10s unless I wreck myself. So, he will probably not have as good of a season as 2003. Who lost debris now? It's Sprague. Have I ever played these or any other racing games with a wheel and pedals? No. I haven't even played Euro Truck with my wheel yet. I wanted to do that, but I never did. Alright, I'm not pitting this time. I'm sick of pitting. Oh, everyone pit. Great. Oh! Everyone pit! Well, that's unfortunate. Hey, I'm 20th. Alright, well now I'm worse off on fuel compared to everyone else. That's not good. That's ungood.
Clear on both sides.
Well, I just pit like 6 laps before, so it's not the worst case scenario. Oh, this race is a joke. But then again, this season has been a joke, so it's not even that bad. It would probably suck to use a wheel in this game. Yeah, most likely. Expectations for Christian Fittipaldi next season. There's every chance in the world he's the slowest car in the field since Mike Skinner's retiring. Or almost certainly Mike Skinner's retiring. I guess I can't definitively say that Skinner's retiring, but I've got a pretty good hankering. Pretty good hankering. Ward Burton expectations. I think Ward does get better as the game goes on, so maybe he'll do good. Maybe he'll do good. Do I have a Discord server? No, I don't. Potential top 10 in the road courses. Yes. That's basically the expectations that I have. It's just that Infineon and Watkins Glen maybe will contend for a top 5 if I don't fucking die on the last lap again. Careful. I am not opening up another Discord. I've learned from that mistake. Do I have a Patreon? No, the closest thing to a Patreon that I have is channel memberships. And even then, you get basically 0 benefits. So... Thoughts on Infineon Nighttime? Is that in this game? Yeah, it is in this game. I've raced it. It's good. Or no, is it NASCAR Thunder 2003 that's in? I don't know. Do I like regular water? Yeah. I have to use a water filter because the water in this town is nasty, but yeah, I like regular water. A $4.99 from Kamikaze Games fan. Thank you. IGN gives you setups for NASCAR Thunder 2003. I don't want to play NASCAR Thunder 2003. I do not know how heavily I can emphasize this. I do not want to play that game.
Wow, that's cool.
IGN.com gives you setup tweaks to run
Yeah,
better
membership
in
has
NASCAR Thunder
emotes. That's a
2003
big
career
big
mode.
game.
It worked for me and now I'm a 3-time champion in NT2003 career
I'd
mode.
say that alone is a solid benefit for joining memberships. Oh, I think that's a solid gain for pressing that blue button with join written on it underneath the video, where you can also have access to these amazing emotes for only $2.99 a month. Kevin LePage is in the way. All right, Kevin LePage is a field reset button. Casey's 25th. He's outrunning me in this race. Beating Casey in this race is going to be a task. Expectations for Tony Stewart next season. He's probably going to have a championship slump. Because that's kind of what happens in this game, is that he's really good in Season 1 and then he's not really amazing in Season 2. Terry, can you not? Please, can you not? I'm trying to share draft with my not best friend, but soon to be best friend, Casey. Please leave me alone, Terry. I know I gave you up for Ward Burton, Terry. You don't have to rub it in my face, though. "100% races have so much parity." Not really. It's usually the leader. Joe, why? Why would you do that, Joe? The leader usually is like ridiculously fast. Like it's the same guy, it's the same finishing results every single race basically at most tracks. Except for road courses and then like Bristol whenever Ward Burton does his magic. Just joined the stream, what did you miss? A surprising amount actually. There's been a lot that's gone on. So, Ashton Lewis committed yet another murder. At least the 3rd murder in this playthrough. And now the running order is a complete joke. Jarrett's the leader. Jeff Green is 4th on pace. We just had a caution for his hood coming off. And you know, we saw Tony Stewart win Texas after getting murdered. Honestly, damaging the other cars in this game probably makes them faster. So, Jeff Green has a legitimate shot at the win in this race. Yeah, Ashton's going to replace Mike Skinner. He's going to get rewarded even more for his fucking murdering. Fortnite Let's Play when? Hopefully never. That is the last thing on the planet that I want to do besides NASCAR Thunder 2003. Oh, and look at me. Look at me in 31st. I could still not get my sponsor objective. That's awesome. That's honestly really cool. And again, we just need one more person to blow up. That's ahead of me. Yeah, because I'm a full lap ahead of Ken Schrader, so that's good. There's a chance that Ken Schrader unlaps himself from me, but hey. We're gonna cross that line when we get to it. Oh! Have I played Crazy Taxi? Yes. That game's awesome. I don't have it anymore. Maybe I can get it on Steam or something. Please change this paint scheme next season. I'm gonna change it. Have patience. You're gonna really like it, I guarantee it. Would I consider playing Fallout or Skyrim? I played Fallout New Vegas back in 2014. It was a terrible playthrough. Most of it is still on the internet. I don't think I'm gonna play Skyrim though, because I've never been good at Skyrim. And I'm guessing it wouldn't get views. I did play Fallout 4 for like a couple of episodes too. Thank you, Ivan, for destroying the spammers. You are a king. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Have I played Cars Race-O-Rama? The only Cars game I have played is the one that's on the channel right now. Lap 91. Man, we're actually flying through this race because of all the caution. Will I do a playthrough of Sonic 2? No, I suck at Sonic 2. Ward Burton and Michael Waltrip just blew up on the same lap. Suddenly we're 29th. Alright, sure. You put 80 hours into New Vegas before you even made it to Benny. Holy shit. I put like 110 hours into that game, but that was like a full playthrough. Holy shit. That's honestly... Oh, Kevin LePage. Kevin LePage is just the field reset button. He's just falling through the field order and ruining the running order. Jeff Green is still fourth. How well this race is going. This race has been a disaster. It's just that I'm on the positive end of it for once. For like the first time in months. Finally, a shit show that's actually benefiting me. My goodness, dude. Yeah, LePage is off pace. I don't know how he's making minimum speed. I think through all of my playthroughs of New Vegas, I've had 2 or 3 of them, probably close to 200 hours. That's a really good game. Such a good game, but everyone knows New Vegas is good. LePage is not going to kill me because he's not a 60 rival, so we're good. Can I do some Black Ops 2 Zombies? I have not played Black Ops 1 since 2011. I borrowed the game from a friend. Remember when you could do that? Remember when you were allowed to borrow games from friends and just play them, you know, without, like, stupidity? I've never really cared for Call of Duty. I've never been a fan of first-person shooters, I'll be honest. Except the Medal of Honor game from 2010 on PS3. I really liked that. That was a fun game. Homefront kinda sucked. Killzone, or not Killzone, what was that game? I don't even remember the name of the game, but I played it and it was not fun.
Number 16 is outside.
Can we get a romantic sitcom of me and Tails? Someone wrote a me and Tails fanfiction like 3 years ago. I need to look through my Discord DMs to see if I could find it again, because it is raunchy. It's very good. I never thanked that guy for making as good of a story as he did.
Hold it steady. 3 wide. Clear on both sides.
I'm trying to pass the Biff. He's too good. Them Roush Yates engines, keeping them ahead of me. This four-way battle between me, Casey, David Green, who's not even on the same lap as us, and Greg Biffle, with Ashton Lewis watching from behind, plotting his next string of heinous assaults. Thoughts on the Richmond race? I watched the whole thing because I'm stupid. But it was actually good. If there weren't stages, that would have been the greatest race that I've seen in years. But it had stages, so that automatically makes it worse than anything pre-2017. But I mean, that was one of the, that fucking, just, isn't it nice when races are allowed to finish out organically? Because if there was like a caution or something, it would have been between Byron and Truex. Or like Larson would have gone the fucking 5-second pit stop and won again. You know, that's what would have happened if there was a caution. But since there wasn't a caution, and the race was allowed to play out, did anyone expect Hamlin to win that? I did not think Hamlin was even close to being able to win that until like 10 to go when they said he was making up a second per lap, and I'm like, I've seen this in NR. I've seen this in NR. Hamlin has this. And then he did. And then he had it. And then he fucking won, and it was great. That's one of the best races that I've seen in years. God's honest truth. Even though I don't believe, God's honest truth. That's one of the best races from start to finish that I have seen. Better than anything from 2019, 2020, or 2021. It was a great race. Because it was Truex chasing after Byron. I like Byron even though he's on Hendrick. And it was Truex chasing after, and I thought Truex had it won. So I was like, okay, if Truex wins, that's awesome, but if Byron wins, that's also alright. And then Hamlin out of nowhere comes and gets it, leads 5 laps on the day, and Bell was fast, and Blaney was really good all day. It was a good race. So good. And like things happened, and there was actual real strategy. Like not the fake Pocono stage strategy garbage. No, it was actual like this many stops versus this many stops. Just like we had at, Atlanta before they ruined that track. It was great. That race was great. Honestly, one of the best races I've seen in years. I loved it. No, I hate all of Hendrick. Yes, I do. But I like Byron because he's cute. And he's really good. I didn't even need to have the and. But like, just because he's on Hendrick, I don't want him to win. Because I hate Hendrick. But if he wins, it's fine. It's just not the preferred outcome. I would have preferred if Truex won. If Byron won, fine. Byron is adorable. Are you kidding me? Have you seen him? He's so cute.
Be careful, you're using up those tires.
I love Byron. Just saying, if things don't work out with Blaney's sister, William, my phone is always on. All right? Just saying. Just saying. 26, let's go, dude. I did not expect to be running 26 in this race. I can definitely say that. KGX Byron. Yeah. Someone on Byron's team, Rudy Fugel, emails me saying, "Hello, Kamikaze, we're a big fan of your channel. Anyway, we've got extra passes, VIP like garage passes for, I don't know, some race. You want some?" And then like it turns out to be like, and then they have like a hotel for me, and like I just walk into the hotel and Byron's just standing there. He's got his like race suit on, but it's like at his waist, and he doesn't have his shirt on, and he's like, "Welcome." I loved watching the Richmond race. I didn't think it was boring at all. Everyone on Twitter was saying it was boring because there are a bunch of Zoomers that have zero attention span. The whole race was great from start to finish. Except for the stage cautions, obviously, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's just like when they were allowed to race, it was really good. Do I like the Gen 7 cars so far? I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but I think the Gen 7 cars are actually good.
The 88 car is about to put your lap.
I thought that they were going to be overblown, like if not as bad as the 2020 package, like at the level. But the only bad thing is that the tires suck. The single lug wheel was a terrible idea from the start. I can't believe more people didn't talk about that. People were too busy getting worked up about the numbers moving that they were distracted by the lack of safety features of the cars and the terrible one lug nut wheels. And then they made the rims gigantic and they don't have inner liners in the tires anymore. So if you blow a tire, you're going to destroy the car getting it back to pit road. I don't know. The tires suck. If they just had the Gen 7 cars with the wheels that they used for the first 70 years of the existence of NASCAR, it would be probably the best racing that we've ever had. I did not enjoy Atlanta. It was painfully tedious with just a bunch of wrecks. It was trying to be Daytona and somehow made it worse. I didn't watch most of Auto Club. I didn't watch most of Phoenix. But I watched enough of Richmond to make me believe that the car is a good enough car for short tracks. Richmond is kind of a one-lane track now. We'll have to see what they do in Martinsville. Anyway. Oh yeah, and that pit penalty for the tape. Yeah, that was stupid. Ricky, no! Ricky Rudd blows up. No. The man, the rooster, his season was going so good and then he kept blowing up. Thoughts on F1 this season? F1 is everything that I want racing to be, except for fucking blood money Grand Prix in the Middle East. Oh, Dale! Dale just tried to take out Ashton Lewis, or Ashton Lewis just tried to take out Dale and failed. Oh my goodness gracious, what on earth was that? You all saw that, right? That was insanity. Well, it gave me the spot over him, so that's good. Oh my god, and Jerry Nadeau just blow up in front of me. What is this race? It's such a meme. Oh, this race. Twitter sucks, yes. You should not use Twitter. This race is nuts.
The 18 car is outside.
Oh, Bobby, I'm sorry.
Got one down low.
You think Ashton Lewis blotted that? Ashton is not having a good time. What is worse, Reddit or Twitter? Oh, man. They both hate me, so can't really go on that. Yeah, everyone's using up their old equipment from this season, looking to get it out of the way for next year. $2 from Ivan. Ashton is the catalyst for insanity, yeah.
Ashton is the catalyst for all the insanity.
Twitter has ruined more lives than Reddit. Well, remember when Reddit tried to find the Boston bombers? Boston Marathon bombers? And they, like, found some random dude and, like, got him fired from his job because they accused him of being the Boston bomber when he obviously was not. You know?
Still there.
I have finally checked out the Tales from the Front Desk subreddit, and I have to say, it is a good subreddit. It's a very good subreddit. Breadsticks or mozzarella sticks? Man, I've never really liked mozzarella sticks. Who's that? Kenny Wallace blows up. Oh my god, these engines. We're not even halfway through this race, might I mention. Breadsticks or mozzarella sticks? I've never really liked mozzarella sticks. They're kind of like gas station food to me. But like, breadsticks have to be done correctly. Otherwise, they're just, you know, clumps of dough with butter on them. Who's the next victim for Ashton? It could be anyone. Honestly, it could be you. Don't watch out for behind you. Ashton Lewis is in your closet right now. Twitter is worse than Reddit. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I mean, Twitter is a big, Twitter likes to magnify the worst possible people, but Reddit is just a hub of disinformation from left and right. Like, there's left disinformation and right disinformation. It's just, everything on Reddit is a lie. It's tough. They're both bad for the same reason. Getting everyone before they get him, yeah. Twitter has ruined lives while Reddit has actually killed people. Yeah, it's a toss-up. It really is a toss-up. Twitter and Reddit are both reprehensible. Misinformation, not disinformation. Which did I say?
Got one down low. Clear all around.
Ashton sees the page and the page is in. I'm surprised Ashton Lewis hasn't LePaged anyone yet.
Rear's getting warm.
Anyway, lap 118. What were we talking about? Everyone will die until there's 2 cars left. Reigns and Lewis. Oh no. We're gonna have to pit soon. I pit every 54 laps after a caution. Or after pitting. So if I pit 5 laps from now, that's lap 220 or 124. My next pit stop would be lap 178. Then 220, 260, 232. There we go. Okay. 232. Okay. Have I ever done wrestling moves on my friends? No, but my friends have done wrestling moves on me. Ivan with the 30!
Spot out low.
Legend!
Okay, we lost a spot.
I'm going to be quiet for this animation because it's really good. Thank you for the 30, Ivan. You are a king amongst kings. Everyone in the chat is a king, but Ivan's crown is slightly larger than everyone else's. Hello, Streamlabs.
That
You
was a
do the thing?
30! I didn't even
Leave.
fucking feel the vibration! But that was a 30! That was a 30!
It didn't play the video. What? I looked over, I see it didn't play the video. It played the sound, but not the video. Bruh. Man. Well, at least it played the clip. The sound clip, so that's good. I'm only 4 laps down. Actually, technically only 3 laps down. There's LePage. There he is trying to block me. Despite going 20 miles an hour slower.
You're clear.
Sounds just like Kevin. Ain't that Kevin? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta slow down. That was almost very bad.
The 16 car down low.
Alright, fuel tank almost empty. We're pitting next time by. Damn, I counted it down to the T.
We drop back a
I'm so good at fuel mileage.
clear all around.
Don't bash in Lewis. Who cares about the rival points? I care about the rival points. I don't want people to run into me every single race. Especially people I'm going to be racing next to the whole time. Alright, we're pitting this time by. I just need to make sure that I don't kill myself pitting. Really what I should do... Oh man, I really should have pit that last caution. Because now there's going to be another mid-race wreck. Or mid-cycle wreck. Oh... Oh, my ears are ringing. Why is my ear ringing? Okay, we're pitting. I think I could maybe turn my PSI down another notch, but I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, my ass, dude. Ouch. Fuck.
Wow!
Is
That's
it not gonna play in the
cool.
video clip anymore? No, it plays Tails. Alright, well.
Wow! That's cool.
You care about the contents of your crown, not the size. Damn! Damn! That's a good line. That's some real philosopher level shit right there. Okay, Tails is still on the screen. Okay, thank you for not being on the screen anymore. Pizza time. A 5 from Ivan.
Fun fact, de Fiat hosted a GT race at the Homestead infield in the 90s. It was raining too.
It was raining, damn. It's raining, man. Hallelujah, it's raining, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna go out. Gonna let myself get absolutely sucking wet. Thank you for the 5. Okay, I need to stay ahead of Dale Jarrett. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try. And my 4th gear is still really long. I could have afforded to knock the 4th gear shorter. Do I like Domino's? No, Domino's is the worst pizza chain. Where's Bill? Bill is not in the top 5. Bobby Labonte's moving up the pack, though. Know that Mother Nature sees a single woman too. She took all the heaven, and she did what she had to do. She brought every angel and rearranged the sky so that each and every woman can find the perfect guy. Ooh, oh, it's raining, man. Yeah. Fucking top tier song. Thoughts on Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut is my favorite chain. Little Caesars doesn't count. Little Caesars supersedes all. But like delivery place, Pizza Hut is the best. There is actually only 31 cars on the track because Kenny Wallace is actually, he just blew up. So Skinner's the slowest car on the track again. His career going off on the exact note that everyone expected it to, basically. Only at your Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's really good. Like, their pizza is good quality. Their sides are really good. Their cheese bread is really good. It's like at the level of Little Caesars cheese bread. Under. It's still under, but it's still right there. And they got good desserts. The Pizza Hut cookies are really good. And they've got good deals too. Like it's a bit on the expensive side, but it's worth the money. And they'll give you a bunch of free breadsticks if you buy a lot. So, you know, when your family eats as much as mine does, you know, you get like 2 free breadsticks every single order. Yeah, Pizza Hut breadsticks. Like the actual, like the ones where the bread is fused together and they like cut it. Oh, it's very good. Very, very good. Man, Jeff Green's gonna get lapped. No. That means that 3rd place, up to 3rd place is about to get lapped. Unless Jeff Green can find the speed here to keep alive. Jeff Green has a shot at the top 10 if he can stay on the lead lap right here. Sticks of bread. Oh, so good. So fucking good. Yeah, I used to go to a Target that had a Pizza Hut in it. I don't remember which Target that was. Oh, people are pitting. Leaders are pitting. Hopefully Jeff Green... Yeah, Jeff Green stayed out. And he still hasn't pit yet. Jeff Green needs a yellow, you say? Interesting. Because I just so happen to not give a shit about this season. Thoughts on Chuck E. Cheese pizza? Weak. Weak. I don't really care for the cinnamon sticks. Okay. Alright, well, that's more damage than I was hoping to get, but that gets the point across at least. It is Chuck E with the letter E. So Jeff Green should be the leader by a full lap, basically. Thoughts on Papa John's? Fine. I liked them better when Danny B had a code. Hey, Papa John's, I'll buy from you again if you give Danny B another code. Or if you give me a code, I'll take a code as well. The front end red is fine. We can repair that right now. It's 100% fine. Thoughts on What If Racing? Are you kidding me? He's the fucking man. He's the only channel on this website that is anywhere near the level of quality that I look for in a YouTuber. Okay? No, that was not intentional. I've been getting loose off turn 2 all race. Silence. Halftime report. Yeah, that is the halfway mark of the race. Yeah, we'll pause the race. Yeah, there's Jeff Green without a hood. There he goes. Oh, what a legend. Oh no, Jeff's not the only one on the lead lap. No, the entire point of that was to have him be on the lead lap as the only driver on the lead lap. Fuck! How? He lapped Jared. God, this is garbage. Kyle Petty is 14th. Greg Biffle 18th. Casey's 27th. And I could still not get 30th. Another 5 from Ivan. Thank you. Wow. Alright, so the entire point of that was to get Jeff Green to win. And he's probably
His
not going to
name
win
is
now.
What If Racing, but he doesn't write what if scenarios about auto racing.
Alright, well, at least I'm still on the same lap as most of these people, so... Damn it, dude. Now Jeff Green's probably not even going to finish in the top 10. Oh, well, people are pitting, so that's securing me into the... I was behind Mike Skinner. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure that we're going to finish top 30 now. And we're going to be able to probably beat Casey. But now Jeff Green's not going to finish in the top 10. Well, now he's 4th. He's 4th. I'm guessing a bunch of people took like a wave around or something. I don't know. But Jeff... fuck me, dude. Yeah, he's not finishing top 10. Thoughts on KFC? It's mid. Popeyes is way better. Yeah, I know that this game and 2005 has day-to-night transitions. We figured that out. Well, I actually learned it at the Coke 600. I learned it at the Coke 600 that this game does. I didn't know that 2005 did, though. Thoughts on unicycle fetish? That's very specific. Not something that I can say I have.
Hey, that's one of the nose spot. Keep digging. Okay, we're clear.
Someone else is blown up. Imagine that. Steve Park's season comes to an end. This track is broken. Look at the minimap. There's a bunch of guys on this track that are really slow. Or maybe that's just the guys that pick. And Kevin LePage. This race is a joke. Thoughts on Sonic Drive-In? Mid. I've never been to one. Ow, fuck. Okay, my right front's red again. So I could die at any moment. Great. That's wonderful news. I did all this for Jeff Green, who's not even going to probably finish top 10 anymore. Awesome. She brought every angel. She rearranged the sky. Why is Terry pitting now? How about Tails Drive-In? Infinitely superior. Infinitely superior.
Still there. All clear, buddy.
No, don't get your hair cut. Haircuts are fucking the patriarchal society trying to hold you back. Okay? Free your hair and free your mind. Free your hair, free your mind. That is my campaign slogan right there.
Got one outside.
Favorite Shrek movie? I mean, Shrek 2 is just objectively the best. And it also has a really good bonus features on the DVD. Not a lot of movies can pull off a great movie and great special features, but Shrek manages to do it. Do we think that DreamWorks is officially better than Pixar? Because I've seen the trailers for the Bad Guys movie, and I'm like, yo, that looks really good. And then I see the previews for Turning Red, and I'm like, is this real? I literally thought that when I first saw the teaser trailer, I guess, for the Turning Red movie, I thought it was a parody. I thought it was like that animation of that kid turning into a watermelon. I thought it was a parody of that. And then I saw the Pixar logo and I'm like, this isn't real. This cannot be real. Pixar wash. Best Far, Far Away Idol performance? Prince Charming, easily. That's the best one, objectively. Even though the game literally doesn't let you pick it. Like, if you don't pick one of the main characters, fucking Simon Cowell picks himself. Unbelievable. LePage is out there how many laps behind? Many. He was the second car to blow up, and I think he's still in the 40s. So that's pretty rough. Who would play live action Shrek? Ooh, that's a good question. I'd like to see it's probably a bit late for John Goodman to do it, but I think he would have made a decent Shrek. I think the problem is that he was doing Monsters Inc. when the original Shrek came out. Otherwise, he would have been a perfect fit for the role. But Mike Myers stole the show and literally made it like him. Like, Mike Myers was already a big guy before Shrek, but like he solidified himself in like the film Hall of Fame with that. Like, Mike Myers has low-key one of the greatest film careers of like anyone. Like, he's up there with Christopher Lee, dude. That's some good shit. I am 25th. That's pretty cool. I'm only out racing like 6 guys on pace, but that's still pretty cool. So we pit on like lap 137. So let's do lap 136 for the sake of math. Plus 54 is lap 190 is what I'm gonna have to pit next. And then after that, lap 244, I think. Never Google Gary Oldman without the R. Here comes Terry on them four fresh Dr. Feelgoods. Commissioner Gordon is the best Gordon. Thoughts on Sega All-Stars Racing? Unironically, a decent game. I think I got most of the trophies of that. Brett, I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming for that car. I'm coming for that package sponsor once we get to next season. Actually, you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance to season 2 before picking new sponsors. Thoughts on Outback being able to sell an onion for $12? You don't get them free bloomin' onions anymore, dude. Is there an oval track in Sega All-Star Racing? I don't think so. I don't think in any of the All-Star Racing games there's an oval. Casey's a full lap behind me, but I still have to pit, so I don't know if these guys are going to have to pit 2 more times. Because I know I have to pit 2 more times. I don't know if they do, though. Goodbye, horses, flying over you. Goodbye, horses. Thoughts on moments where you wake up in the middle of the night and the reality of your situation sets in all over again, sending you into an existential crisis. I don't like those thoughts. They are annoying. I don't get them anymore, though. I used to get them. Now, not so much. No, I'm not a full lap ahead of Casey. I'm just a half lap behind the leader. Turn. I should really drop the PSI when I pit next. I'm going to drop it pretty low for the final run because it's only going to be like 10 laps, but yeah. We are running at Homestead. Lots of people have died in this race. Ashton Lewis has caused more calamity than you can imagine. And we're barely past halfway. There's still over half, or not over, but most of this race to go. Well, not even most. Less than half of this race to go. And I'm going to get a spot from Kevin LePage, the best roadblock in the game so far. Thoughts on Ashton Lewis driving the 24 car? We need to make that happen in this game. I'm not doing 15 PSI. I was thinking like 20 PSI. I'm gonna drop it to like 24 for this last, or the second to last run, and then have 20 to the end of the race. I can maybe take 2 tires on that final run too, but there's really no point. Minus 4.0 rounds of wedge. Yes, I too like to die. I too like killing myself. America's favorite national pastime. Attempting suicide. Or is that China's favorite national pastime? Thoughts on the Big Bang Theory? Are we talking about the show or the scientific theory? Because if we're talking about science, I got some opinions on that one, I can tell you that much. Oh no, I actually am a full lap behind Brett Bodine. No, the best I can finish is 25th. Oh, man. This is some garbage, dude. Stop it, get some help. Oh. I do need help. Help from playing this game all my life. All my life, I never felt this way before. Trying to run the outside line in NASCAR Thunder 2004. It's not going very well. This line is supposed to be good, and I've just lost like a second to the fucking guy in front of me.
Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy.
Thoughts on Woodrow Wilson? I've heard he sucked. Like a lot. Like he was terrible fiscally. He was a terrible military strategist. He was like actually racist or something. I don't know. I haven't had a U.S. history class for 4 years, so. Thoughts on Mahatma Gandhi? Well, he was all right. He was all right. He's a rat bastard in civilization, though. Did Magnify deserve better? Of course. Of course they did. Of course!
Fuel is at half. Easy now. Gonna need some of that grip later.
That was a very angelic yawn, my goodness. Wow. Man, I'm bored. This game is a drag. This game gets to be a drag after a while. What's everyone's favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time is The Devil's Rejects by Rob Zombie. Up there is Mad Max Fury Road, the original SpongeBob movie. Django Unchained, I only saw that once, but I really enjoyed it. That's the ones that come to mind first. The new Spider-Man movie was really good. It's not all-time great material or anything, but it was really good. Probably the most interest I've had in a Marvel movie in years. Would I rather be homeless or in prison? I mean, when you're homeless, it kind of, you know, it eventually becomes that you'll be in prison at some point. So you may as well just cut out the middleman and go straight to prison. Don't you love it when you know that you need to sleep for longer, but your body literally doesn't let you go back to sleep? So you stay up, and then 5 hours later, you're drop dead tired again, and you can't do anything about it because you have to go to work in an hour? That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing. Why did SpongeBob last over 20 years? Ugh. Because it's The Simpsons. Too big to fail. The day that SpongeBob gets canceled is like the day that that Nickelodeon goes under. Final 100 laps of the season. We really are almost done with the first season of this stupidity. Is Jimmy Johnson the leader? He wasn't on the lead lap, was he? I think Jimmy Johnson's the leader. The only Hendrick winner this season so far is still Joe Nemechek.
Right rear's getting worn. Take it easy out there.
It's either Johnson or Jarrett here. Let's find out. Looking on the mini-map. Jimmy Johnson is the leader of this race. Wow.
All clear, buddy.
How'd that happen? Have I ever watched Drake and Josh? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yes. That show was great. One of the most underrated shows to ever come out of live-action Nickelodeon. That show deserved the movie that it got. And the movie was actually decent. I had it on DVD. Oh, Gordon baited me to the outside. No! Damn it, dude. Thoughts on John F. Kennedy? I think he was actually a really good president, and the CIA killed him. The CIA killed him for it. Then let this be your lesson. Don't be a good president. Yeah, it's a shame that Nick's best teen sitcoms were made and produced by one of the biggest creeps in television today, you know? Yeah, Dan Schneider, that's his name. Thoughts on Barack Obama? Very overrated. He killed a bunch of people in the Middle East. And he said he'd get rid of NSA spying and instead expanded it. His wife made a terrible school lunch thing, and now school lunches suck. Or maybe they did when I was still in high school, so maybe that's changed now, but yeah. Obama wasn't terrible, but he was by no stretch of the imagination a top half president. I would not put him in the top 20 of best presidents, anywhere near there. Thoughts on Zeke and Luther? Okay, so when I was 11, my mom was doing swag buck surveys, and she had a survey where because you have kids and stuff, you get different kind of surveys on there. Well, she had a thing where they sent us a DVD of Zeke and Luther, the pilot, and I just had to do surveys on whether or not it was good or what channel it should be on, and they paid me $5 for it. It was great.
Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy.
That show did not last any time at all, did it? It was a complete letdown. But I got my $5, so I appreciate it. Thoughts on iCarly? That was a very good show. Not as good as Drake and Josh, but I would watch any episode right now. It's that good. Phineas and Ferb was also really good. Not my favorite. Help. Thoughts? Oh, that's some good shit. Oh, this is bad, 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 bad. Okay, we're alive. We're alive. That was almost very bad. But we're alive. I haven't seen Jeff Green yet, so I have a feeling that he's no longer in the top 10.
Still beside you.
Yes, there's a child actor named Ryan Newman, who I don't think is a child anymore, but if you look up Ryan Newman 12 on Google Images, you'll regret it, and you will probably be put on a watch list. Oh my goodness, the same chat twice in a row, back to back. Look at that. Look at that.
Clear on both sides.
Look at that. Lap 179. Oh no, Casey's the next car to pass me. Uh-oh. That's not good.
The left rear's getting warm. Got one eye.
Thoughts on Alex Bowman? You want my actual opinion? Because I don't think you do. Oh my god, everyone's asking thoughts of random shit. How do I think shows such as Kids Next Door, Foster's, and Camp Lazlo would have been if they lasted over 20 years like SpongeBob? Oh my god, I don't even want to think about that. See, I think like Camp Lazlo was the perfect length. Foster's drug out. Kids Next Door was also pretty good length. But like Camp Lazlo, I think was the perfect length. Can someone look up on like eBay or Amazon if like they have like that show on DVD? Because I really want to see it again, and I have no idea how to do it besides watching Boomerang at 2 a.m. And I do not have cable, so I couldn't even do that if I wanted to. Just, do they have the entire show on DVD? And is it expensive? Danny Phantom's also a good show, not my favorite. I would have watched it if it was on, but like, I think that show kind of drug out too. I did like Danny Phantom more than Kim Possible though, for what it's worth. Foster's Hope for Imaginary Friends lives on through all the Frankie hentai. Not wrong. That's one of the big ones. Powerpuff Girls was really good. What did it mean that they had no Weekend at Bernie's, the Scoutmaster from Camp Lazlo? That's my favorite episode of the show. That is my favorite episode of the show. It's amazing. I love that. That was my favorite episode of the whole show. I don't even care anymore. Thoughts on Zoe 101? Never cared for it. Never really watched it either. Inferior to iCarly and Drake and Josh. I don't know what episode it was. I didn't have TV Guide back then. And I haven't watched the show since like 2008. Cyber Chase has been on since 2002. Good lord! I think that show has gone downhill significantly too. I think that show really ended when they had to do the auction to get the encryptor chip that was actually Hacker, and he took over the system. That like 2-part or 3-part or whatever, that was when the show peaked. It's all been downhill since then, and then they changed to like the lazy flash animation garbage that all the other kid shows use today. Terrible, but the show started off very well and I still adore it. Cyber Chase is a PBS Kids show that I've watched since it started airing, and it's a great show and I love it. And I hit the wall. I almost died there. I could have actually died just now. Thoughts on Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Now that's one of my favorite Adult Swim shows ever. Every iteration of it is great, even though it sucks. Even though a lot of it sucks, I love it. It's so terrible, but it's great. I love it. Why? It makes no sense. Any other like animation style or studio trying to make that show, it would be terrible. Why do I like this show so much? It's just charming. See, Flash is not an inherently bad animation system, but it would be like making a full-fledged on a television network TV show using Go Animate. Like, there's industry-specific animation platforms that you can use. Why not use it? I don't know, dude. Whatever happened to Robot Jones? That's a good question. I think I actually saw that show when it was airing, and then it like disappeared from TV. Like they stopped advertising it, they stopped playing it. Like it just as soon as it was on, it was gone. Like the creator of the show got caught in like a animal trafficking ring or something. Animal fighting ring, trafficking ring. What the hell am I talking about? Favorite movie actor? That's a really tough question, cause like it depends on the platform. Cause if it's like a comedy movie, I'm gonna want to see like, not Adam Sandler. I'm trying to think of anyone that I actually like that's funny. Charlie Day. There we go. If it's Charlie Day in a comedy, then I'm gonna watch it. Smuggling kangaroos into Canada. The bastard. Damn animal traffickers. Did I actually say animal traffickers? I wanted to say animal fighting rings and child traffickers, but I combined it into animal traffickers. That's kind of impressive, to be honest. What am I most grateful in my life so far? Oh, everyone that I've met on the internet through my channel. Are amazing people that I talk to every single day. And if I didn't have them, I'd have literally no one. So I appreciate them all. Turn the PSI. Turn the PSI down. Not that much though. 24 is fine. Thoughts on the Loud House? That's like the best Nick show
Wow! That's
in
cool!
years. Like in 10 years of putting shows on and off of Nick. That's like the best new show. It's not great, but like, it's not like, meteoric. Someone just donated something through Streamlabs. I didn't see it. 21.3 second stop. Woo, doggy. They are really putting in the effort for the final race of the season, aren't they? Pizza time. Thank you for the donation from whoever donated. Have I ever thought about having a fan party at my house? Are you trying to get me evicted? Am I a Cubs fan? Yes. Duh. Oh! Thoughts on Nambla? I'm kind of incredulous as to whether or not we're supposed to take it seriously. I thought it was a parody at first. I thought it was like just, it's like in South Park, right? That's the first that I ever heard of Nambla was South Park. I thought it was a joke. When do I plan on getting a house? Not soon. Considering the housing market's a fucking joke right now, not soon. There's still a moratorium on evictions, but I signed a contract. And it says in the contract that they can't evict me, so I don't know what the fuck to say to that. Why am I a Cubs fan? Because they played on WGN. Like, you can't consistently get any sports here besides Minnesota sports, and Minnesota sports are just, if you're a lifelong Minnesota sports fan, your life is probably close to 40 years long. because it takes years off your life. Every game takes years off your life. Like, seriously. Like, I physically could not be a Minnesota fan. And my grandma was a Cubs fan too, so that kind of happened. Literally, when I went to my grandma's house, we'd watch Jeopardy and Cubs games. That was basically it. Thoughts on Beavis and Butthead? I never got into it until recently, and now that I have started watching it, I'm like, okay, this show's actually amazing. I can see why everyone loved it.
43 cars coming up quick. You're clear. Pit road's getting busy. Leaders are headed in.
I root for the Chargers because they were the team that I played as in NFL 2K5. I hate football now, so I don't even care, dude. They can't evict me if the vortex theory is in effect. But there's no races here. The only racetrack is the place I announce at. And, like, you can't get a vortex going there. It's too small. Too small. Why do I hate football? Because it's pandering to woke nature, woke culture. And yet no one that, no one on Twitter, no one in that sphere of Twitter cares about football. Like, they do all this virtue signaling garbage when they could, like, do research on concussions and why football players all just suddenly drop dead when they're like 55. They could, think about that instead of, this stuff that doesn't matter at all. Thoughts on Dasani? They put fucking salt in it. I'm gonna die. Uh-oh. Okay, well that was a very bad moment right there. Thoughts on Dairy Queen? I never go there because they close at fucking 8. They're already closed. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Imagine Tom Brady went to the 49ers. Imagine Tom Brady went to the Browns. Wouldn't that have been a total meme? Thoughts on Propel Water? I haven't looked at Propel Water in a while. Does it have sugar? If it doesn't have sugar, then it's good. Okay, so these guys are pitting with over 60 laps to go. That means that there's no chance they can make it to the end of the race without pitting one more time. No chance. None. Zero. Thoughts on Elon Musk? He could single-handedly save us all. I hope he does, but I doubt he's gonna, because I don't believe in heroes anymore. Imagine Brady went to the Lions. Oh. Man. Okay, so I never drank pop when I was a kid because I hated how the carbonation made me burp all the time. Because when I burp, I burp with my mouth closed, and the fucking carbonation would go straight through my nose, and it burned, and I hated it. So I never drank pop when I was little. And I still don't drink pop, pretty much for the same reason. And it's full of sugar. $5 from Ivan, thank you. For the initial D-drift that NASCAR surprisingly managed to not throw a caution for. Man, remember those days when they didn't fucking throw cautions for people getting loose?
All clear, buddy.
Five,
Standard
you're gonna
2003,
give me
basically
5.
initial DCUZ car slides too easily.
Most cringy advert I've ever seen. You remember those Quiznos commercials with like the gremlins? Those are terrible. No wonder they went out of business. But I still love Quiznos. Jared Goff is still a quarterback with the Lions. I forgot about Jared Goff. Thoughts on college football? I've never cared about it in my life. Thoughts on the Sonic movie? I'm gonna see it this Thursday, so catch me then. Thoughts on Von Miller? One of the greatest defensive players in like this era of the NFL. He deserves all the success that he has. Thoughts on never getting a decent NASCAR game ever again? I mean, we can hope. I believe we'll get a good NASCAR game. Maybe like when NASCAR no longer exists, they can make like a legacy game or something and like actually put effort into it. Get fucked, Gordon. Get fucked. Be behind Jeff Green. Yeah, Matt Stafford just got a ring with the Rams. Matt Stafford is just like low-key just saved his like legacy. He could probably rattle off 3 Super Bowls in the next 5 years, if you really think about it. The Rams have been that good these past couple of seasons, and Stafford doesn't show any signs of slowing down, so, yeah. Like, just imagine that. Stafford's carried the Lions this entire time, and he carried them to like 4-win seasons. Like, that's fucking, that's bad. That's bad. Six laps down. Which means that it's actually lap 2:13. It'll be 60 to go for me. -6 is 54. So we're 1 pit cycle away from this race being over and this season finally coming to an end. After a year on this attempt and 2 years total. 2 years, 2 months, 15 days is when the first episode of the Tony Raines playthrough on the original attempt began. And we are finally into the final fuel run of the season. Thoughts on Mr. Sir from the Holes drinking beer? Holes is a great movie. I don't care. That movie's great. Phoenix will be my best shot of the win next season. I'm going to go with yes, but Infineon, if I can get to the lead in Infineon and hold it, yes. Phoenix, the problem with Phoenix is that it's so late in the season that we're probably going to have really good stuff by then, and we're probably going to be, contending for top 10s on a weekly basis by then. It's just the leader at these races always drives off to just a ridiculous lead. It's so hard to organically have close finishes. Because, like, there's a chance that I could, if I get, like, good equipment, I could finish, like, 5th at Bristol, but I'd be 2 laps down. It would be like 1980s Bristol.
Number 9, no pass. You're clear.
Thoughts on Will Smith? I already went into in-depth detail with Will Smith on the last screen. I really don't want to bring it up because I just don't care. Winning a Daytona 500 in this. I doubt it.
The 9 car is outside.
Plate races are tough in this game because, like, there's 3 cars that just fuck off. And they don't even need the draft, they just drive. I'm hoping for top 10s at plate tracks eventually. What are my thoughts on Justin Herbert? I don't know, dude. He's fine. I wish Rivers got a ring at Indianapolis. If Herbert's better than Rivers ever was, that's annoying. Thoughts on the Soviet Union? I'm gonna go with not good. I don't really care for the fantasy tracks in this game. I don't really care for fantasy tracks in general. Favorite NASCAR game menu interface? This game's alright with its menus.
Wow, that's cool.
05's good as
Favorite
well.
NASCAR
Actually,
game
all the
menu
EA NASCAR
interface.
games have decent menus. Thank you for the 2. You did a rookie year, but you do it with 5% race length. Because I also won the Daytona 500 on Legend difficulty in my rookie year, but I did that in the Can You Win the Championship Without Repairing Your Car challenge video. But that was a 5% race length. So I could take like no tires on the final stop. We might be able to start taking no tires actually on these pit stops in plate races because the chassis tire wear has improved significantly. I did it on rookie. Fuck. But like the principle stands. The principle stands. You absolutely can, okay? Just not on 100% race length. Thoughts on the Republic of Texas? Oh, we should bring it back, honestly.
Got one outside. All clear, buddy.
Thoughts on Thick Boy? He is a legend in his own right. I want to bring that series back, but I don't know if the memory card exists.
Hold your line. He's still there. All clear, buddy.
Yes, that's also my favorite Mark Martin scheme in that game. That's the one I always drove out. Is this race almost over already? What do you mean already? It started off going very fast when we had like 5 cautions back to back. But now it's starting to drag out. Like we still have 50 laps to go. Oog. Auga.
Fuel's down to half.
Fuel's down to half. That means we have about 25 laps of fuel to go. Which means we're not making it to the end. Pain. Lap 219.
Number 99 is down low. Clear all around.
EA didn't let Viagra in the game. Unreal. The disrespect. I didn't know what Viagra was when I was a little kid. All I know is that it was Mark Martin's sponsor, so I liked it.
Number 17 up high.
Viagra good. Literally had no idea what it did.
You're clear.
Okay, I think I've told this story before, but when I was working at the new grocery store, I hate it. My second grade teacher was buying shit, and like I took her groceries out and shit, and she was like, you know, something I've always wanted to talk to you about since you were little is that when you were in my class and you were doing a math sheet, I was grading it, and I flipped it upside down, and you wrote in all caps Viagra on the back. I was so confused. And like I'm standing there like, oh yeah, that's unusual. I didn't want to admit that it was because I like Mark Martin, because I feel like her having that mystery for her entire life was funnier than her actually knowing why. So I just didn't say anything, but that's the reason. That's the reason. I wrote Viagra in all caps on the back of one of my math assignments because I like Mark Martin.
Those tires.
And I literally had no idea what Viagra was. Thoughts on Burnout 3 Takedown? It's a hard game that I despise, but I also really like it because it's a game.
Your left front tire's a little worn.
See, I had two Mark Martin cars when I was little. I had a 164 that actually had Viagra written on it, and then I had the 124, but it only had Pfizer written on it. So I'm like, and I'm asking my mom, you know, like, why? Why doesn't it show Viagra in the games? Why does it show it on this toy but not this toy? And my mom literally is just like, my mom's thinking like, why? Why did you have to like Mark Martin? Why did you have to like Mark Martin, dude? Oh. Why of all the drivers did it have to be Mark? Thoughts on 25th place dollars versus 26th place dollars? Well, there's a very good chance that we're going to get a sponsor that wants us to finish 25th or better every week. So there's going to be a major difference next season. That's the odds-on favorite here. Have I played the game Bejeweled before? Not for a long time. Is that the one with the frog? Because my mom and one of my bosses played that game all the time, and I just sit back and watch them play it while I should have been working and or living. Mark's 2001 Viagra scheme is underrated. It really is. I think it might actually be my favorite Viagra scheme. Besides the 2005 All-Star race car, obviously. The frog game is Zuma. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love Zuma then. In that case, I love Zuma. Yes, I want Speed Channel back. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Alright, we're about to go 7 laps down. We're going to see who the leader is. Hopefully it's someone good. How often do I play NASCAR 06? Before I got NASCAR 07, it was the only game I'd play. Now, well, I played through it again recently, and by recently, I mean like 4 years ago.
The 10 car is outside.
It's my version of the disc. My disc is destroyed because I put so many hours into it in 2006. Because I just simulate the entire game all the way till 2025, I think, is in that game. And then like everyone started retiring, and it was just wild. It was just wild. But yeah. I definitely like NASCAR 07 more.
Easy now. Gonna need some of that grip later.
Thoughts on Benny Parsons? He was a fantastic color commentary guy. He set the standard for color commentary. Everyone would say that Darrell Waltrip was the standard, but Darrell was really good when he started out, but he fell off hard. Benny was on top of his game to the very end. Like that's what I respect most about Benny, is that he was on it till the last day. Do I remember any of the championships in the MLB The Game sim to the 2100s? No, I mostly just simmed everything. I didn't actually play in any games, really. I basically had it so the Cubs won the World Series every single year for like 40 consecutive years. But I don't remember how it started off. I don't think anyone else won championships that entire thing. That was fun. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Car's getting loose. I should pit early. What are the top 3 worst NASCAR games ever? Well, NASCAR Heat Evolution has to be on the list. Sadly. I really was hoping that game would be good, but then it turned out to be just horrendous. NASCAR 21 Ignition could very well make the list. I still haven't played that yet. What's the worst EA NASCAR game? NASCAR 08 on PS3. I was gonna say, man, that's actually a really tough question. No, it's NASCAR 08 on PS3. Yeah, I'm gonna pit now. No reasons not to. Benny Parsons' racing career. Well, I wasn't really around for the majority of that. I know he got a championship, but it was like with the worst points format NASCAR's ever had, so not sure whether or not that's actually a good thing. Okay, we're dropping the PSI down to 21. 21 to win. Jamie McMurray. Oh yeah, where's Larry Mack's trends? Where's Larry Mack's trends for Homestead? Now this is a new configuration for Homestead Miami. First time that we're using this progressive banking. So you gotta factor that in. You gotta throw out all the statistics for Homestead. All the statistics. Someone just donated again. I'm sorry that I can't see this. I can only see it from a distance and acknowledge the fact that someone donated. I don't know who donated or how much they donated, but thank you regardless. What about NASCAR 09, where no one can race at Watkins Glen? See, NASCAR 09 is definitely the worst PS2 NASCAR EA game. But it's not the worst EA NASCAR. We should play through NASCAR 09 actually. I played through NASCAR 08 just because it has manufacturers. But NASCAR 09 is even more broken, so I think it would be fun to do a playthrough on that. Thoughts on Eric? He's tall. Thoughts on Russell Phillips? Driver decapitated at Charlotte whose head ended up on pit road and his scrotum wound up in the catch fence. And no, I'm not making that up.
The 29 car is outside.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
All clear, buddy.
I don't know what they changed after Russell Phillips, but apparently it worked, because fucking Wickens is alive. I love Robert. I hope he gets back to IndyCar someday. I was thinking that there was a chance that he could maybe be back for like the 2024 Indy 500. That's why I wanted to go to the 2024 Indy 500. Don McTavish fatal crash was brutal. That's like one of the only fatal crashes that I've ever actually that's ever actually stuck with me. Like I watched all those fatal crash compilations and most of them are like, okay, that's pretty bad, but Don McTavish is like, damn. They caught that on camera. It's like fucking A.
The 29 car is still there.
Thoughts on LaDainian Tomlinson, the greatest of all time. No question. He deserved a ring. Thoughts on Madden NFL 2004. I think that's one of the only Madden games I haven't played. I had 05 for a while. I just bought 2002 in a grab bag. I got 08, no, 07, 09, 10, 12, and 17. None of those are really that good though. Should you make a stock car series to compete with NASCAR? Yes. And you should merge with SRX. Man, Kevin LePage is 74 laps down. This man. Turn. Thoughts on Riverside? They killed that track to build a parking lot, didn't they? The first victim of the death spiral. Thoughts on the Gen 3 car in NASCAR? I don't even remember which one that was. Was that one? Was that the one with the wings? The Superbirds and stuff? They're cartoonish. That's my thoughts.
Hold your line.
Thoughts on Nashville Fairgrounds coming back in the future? It's probably going to be a boring race with like someone dumping someone for the win, so everyone will say it's a great race.
Wow! That's cool!
Nice.
Hoobastank was in so many games in the mid-2000s. They were just unstoppable.
Okay, we're clear.
Oh my god, someone donated again! I don't know who it is! I can't read it! I have to remember to do that while we do the stats for the end of the year here. Casey, move. There we go. Thank you for moving.
The 41 car is coming right. Clear on both sides.
Do I listen to Def Leppard? Yes, of course I do. Def Leppard is great. I have a greatest hits CD for that.
He's not racing you as hard as he could. Got one outside.
Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages. Thoughts on the 1979 Daytona 500? I'm thankful for it.
Picked off another position.
It's basically what every race has become now. It's what NASCAR wants every race to be now. I mean, that's the race that put NASCAR on the map, thankfully. So it was good for the time, but like in the long run, it was probably a curse for the series because that's what attracted all the sponsors. That's what attracted all of the media attention, and now everyone wants that to be the way the races go every week. And it's just like, man, it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy, really.
The 19 car up high.
Thoughts on the What If Dale Earnhardt Was Still Alive series that Griff Dog did? That was the original, man. That was the original NR 2003 What If series. That is the one that makes every What If video possible. That's the one that makes every NR 2003 alternative universe possible. Griff Dog's influence on NASCAR YouTube and the fandom in general cannot be understated. Griff Dog was a very important piece of the NASCAR YouTube ecosystem. And I'm so happy to see that he's, you know, doing good and maybe back. I am hyped to see Griff Dog return to the website. Ah! Car doesn't turn. Fist Bump from Sonic Forces is sung by the lead singer of Hoobastank. Really? I know that the Sonic Forces soundtrack is like the only good part about that game, but I didn't know that. Wow. Who would have been my favorite driver in the 70s if I was alive? Donnie Allison. I probably would have liked BP. Who else? Who else raced back then? I don't know a lot of the mid-pack drivers from back then. Cuckoo Marlin, probably I would have liked. When isn't music in a Sonic game good? That's a fair point. That is a fair point. Oh, JD McDuffie, absolutely. Yes, I would have fucking hated Dale Earnhardt. I kind of do. Kind of do to this day. But I would have hated him then. I would have also hated him then. I would have been a big Bill Elliott fan. I'm pretty sure I would have been. Because he drove Ford too. That helps. Sing Sonic Heroes. I don't know the actual lyrics. All I know is Sonic Heroes.
20 now. 20 laps.
Low-key, everyone hated Earnhardt until he died, but that history got rewritten. That history got retconned when he fucking died tragically, which is bad, obviously. But like now we're denying history because like everyone says like you see videos of the 1998 Daytona 500 and how like everyone was so happy about it, but you see people in the crowd that are booing. You see people in the crowd that were booing. Yeah. Why am I so many laps down? Well, I pit before everyone else, and I'm slow. And the car sucks. That doesn't help. He got booed heavily when he took out Labonte at Bristol Night. Good! Should have done it both times. He should have gotten booed both times. He should have fucking learned. He should have learned from the first one. Oh, he did learn. He fucking dumped him a lap early instead of at the line. Yeah, there we go. What if Joey Logano knocked on my door? I would ask him how he got the code to the apartment complex, and then I'd fucking close the door. Call the police. I called the police last night. That was fucking wild. How many races did he get booed at in his career? I'm guessing more. I don't know how many other times he dumped someone for a win. Kurt Busch almost killed his career on several occasions. He did kill his career on several occasions. And yet he kept going. And then he had fun, and then he had a redemption. Kurt Busch is lovable now. Like, Kurt Busch is like the anime protagonist in NASCAR. Like, I hope he gets another championship to bookend his career. Okay, so why did I call the police? So last night I'm driving to work, and I drive past an intersection I always go through, and there's this light post that's kind of just on the side of the road and sticking out, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. It's like the light pole is completely knocked over and just sitting there sideways. Okay? So I get to work, and I go to park where I always do, and there's this pickup with its lights on, blinking, and then the front end is completely caved in the shape, and it forms around the shape of a light pole. So I'm sitting there like, wonder how this happened. Wonder if this is related. Need fucking Sherlock Holmes on the case of this one. I wonder if these are related. So I went to the front desk lady that I was relieving, and I asked her, so, are you aware of the fact that there's this pickup in the parking lot leaking coolant everywhere? It's half destroyed, sitting there, and she's like, no, this is the first I'm hearing of this. And I'm like, thanks for the 5, Ivan. And I'm like, okay, so maybe we should call the police or something. So next door hotel called me to let me know that this truck's sitting there half destroyed in the parking lot, and I'm like, okay, let's call the police. So I called the police, they came in, I gave them the license plate of the dude's truck because I took a picture of it before I even went inside. And they already knew who they were looking for before they got in. So I sent them to the room, and they asked me to look at the security cam footage. And yeah, you got a citation.
The Kurt Busch Anime Now, sponsored by Monster Energy. Title It 97, The Kurt Busch Story.
He got a citation. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go to work here in 2.5 hours, so we'll get a follow-up to that, but that's all I know right now. Brian Vickers deserved a longer career. Brian Vickers needed a few more years in the Busch series before moving up. Thoughts on Chicagoland never coming back? Terrible. My thoughts are, why are we even considering a Chicagoland street race when Chicagoland, the track, is just sitting there rotting? I should hate Ty Gibbs, and yet I think he's going to be one of my favorite Xfinity drivers. I should hate him. I should hate him, but like I find myself cheering for him more often than I'm cheering against him. It's pretty painful, to say the least. Turn. Car sucks.
Just 10 laps left.
Is this the white flag lap? Presented by Debit 2? I don't know. Yeah, it is the white flag. Damn. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, we're 25th. Let's go. Let's go, P25. The final lap of 2003. It has been a long, 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 long season. Over a year since... Oh, don't do this! Don't do this! Over a year since the start of this playthrough. Well, we're finally going to come to the end of this race. And the end of 2003. Tony Stewart is a two-time champion. Tony Raines is going to finish 25th. And your final winner of 2003 is Dale Jarrett. Let's go. Wow.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of cars out there that could have won this thing. Lots of different leaders means one thing. Lots of very strong race cars.
We're out of time here at MRN. We hope you enjoyed today's race, and we'll see you next time.
Bro, that's all they had to say? That's all they had to say for this race. Oh no. What happened to Jeff Green? That's a good question. It only took me 4 months to do the last 29 races. That's good. Alright. These camera angles suck. I need a thumbnail. There we go. Come on, thumbnails. I need you. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, they go back to that camera. Alright, that's not a terrible list. Yes! Look at all this money. 228K. Let's go. Alright. So, Bobby Labonte got third. That's a good run. Johnson second. Jeff Green got 10th. Let's go! Hell yeah, dude. 2 laps led for Jeff Green in 10th. What a run. Bill Elliott 14th. Kyle Petty 15th. Robbie Gordon 17th. Johnny with a good finish. Joe Nemechek with a good finish. Terry! All of Hendrick finished top 20 in this one. Look at that. They're finally turning it around. Greg Biffle 21st. Ashton Lewis 22nd. Tony Raines 25th. Casey 27th. Skinner's the last car alive. Kevin LePage, Steve Park, Kenny Wallace, Jerry Nadeau, Ricky Rudd, Michael Waltrip, Ward Burton, Tony Stewart, Jamie McMurray, Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Ryan Newman, and Hermie Sadler all either died or got killed, blew engines, or got killed on the track by Ashton Lewis. Wow. And the best news of all, Jeff Gordon did not win. Let's go. Only the top 5 finished on the lead lap. Yeah. What a season. Let's save, actually. I've decided we're gonna save. I have no sponsors. Actually, my secondary sponsor still exists. That's unexpected. I didn't think we'd keep the secondary sponsor, but okay. And Tony Stewart is still the champion. Dale Jr. finished like top 5, didn't he? So he's going to cut it down. So it's going to look closer than it actually was. Or not even. 107 points to the good for Tony Stewart. So the chase is going to exist because Stewart won the championship before the final race. Yes, we're going to rehire PU. Don't worry. So there you go. 5 wins, 23 top 10s, an average finish of 11.3 versus Stewart's 25 top 10s, 10.7 average finish. I think that's worse than he did in the challenge video, which is interesting. Harvick gets 3rd in points. He had a solid season, 3 wins. He doubled his career win total with an average finish of 11.4. Ryan Newman got himself 2 wins right in the nick of time at the end of the season, 21 top 10s and an average finish of 12.6. Jimmy Johnson recovers after having a weak season. He does get 5th in the standings, which ties 2002, so he is yet to finish outside the top 5 in points. Ricky Rudd had a great season going, and it just collapsed at the end. He was 3rd in points all year, finishes out the year in 6th. Mark had a terrible start to his season, but recovers to 7th in points. Very good for him. Kenseth with a good season in 8th, no wins. Dale Jarrett had a terrible season. He just blew up every week. But he gets a win right at the end. And Sterling Marlin rounds out the top 10. He had 1 win. Kurt Busch, your All-Star Race winner, 12 top 10s. Average finish of 15th. Rusty Wallace got a win with 2 poles. 15 top 10s. Gordon, no wins. Hell yeah, dude. Average finish of 18.1. Get railed. He unfortunately finishes ahead of Bobby Labonte, who is absolutely just... Oh my god, a 100 from Ivan. Help. Help, I was not prepared for this. I don't think I have a unique thing for 100. I'm sorry. No wins for Bill. He had 10 top 5s, or 10 top 5 top 10s.
That's cool.
Michael Waltrip, 2
Don't
wins.
forget to look at the super
Thank
chats
you
as
for the
well.
100. That's fucking
Also,
awesome.
congrats on finishing season 1. I'm looking forward to season 2.
Thank you for the 100. Jeff Burton got 2 wins, 10 top 10s. Finishes 17th in points. McMurray got 5 top 10s. Ward got only 3 top 10s. Elliott Sadler got no top 10s. Johnny Benson got 1 top 5 and top 10. Terry Labonte got 1 top 10. Joe Nemechek won the Brickyard. He kissed the bricks. Ricky Craven he was also the only Hendrick winner, Joe Nemechek. Watch him retire. Kenny Wallace, Steve Park got a win. I still don't remember where he won. Jeff Green finishes out the season. That's his 2nd top 10 in the season with the top 10. Jeremy Mayfield got 2 top 10s. Jerry Nadeau got 1 top 10. Ken Schrader got 1 top 5. That was a win and 3 top 10s. Robbie Gordon got 1 top 10. Kyle Petty got 3 top 10s. Brett Bodine got a win and 3 top 5s. Jack Sprague got 4 top 10s. Kevin LePage got 2 top 10s. Casey got 2 wins and 4 top 10s. Greg Biffle got 2 top 10s. I think I'm literally the only full-time driver to have not gotten a top 10 this season. Except for Elliott Sadler. He also did. That's right. Christian Fittipaldi got a win and 2 top 10s. Mike Skinner got 3 top 10s. And then down to Chase Montgomery. Even the part-time guys got more top 10s than me. Look at this. Ashton Lewis got a top 10. Stanton Barrett got a top 10. Kevin Grubb has 3 top 10s in 9 starts. That's an average finish of 25.4. And he rounds out the standings. Wow. So here we go. Here's how 2003 went. 2003 started off with Tony Stewart breaking through for his first Daytona 500 as the defending series champion. Then Dale Jr. popped off 2 wins at Brickyard and Las Vegas. Atlanta belonged to Rusty Wallace. Jeff Burton, in an amazing last couple of laps turn of events, got himself a win at Darlington and locked himself into the All-Star race. Dale Jr. won at Bristol. Michael Waltrip won at Texas and followed it up with a win at Talladega. Then Brett Bodine broke through after 15 years of not having wins. He gets a win at Martinsville. At his home track? I don't know. Dale Jr. got another win at Fontana. Then the summer of Stewart. The spring into summer into August of Stewart. Winning at Richmond. Tony Raines somehow won the All-Star Open after several attempts, and Kurt Busch won the All-Star race. Then Tony Stewart just kept winning. Over and over, he kept winning. Ken Schrader, I'm still not sure how that happened. Casey got a win in the Pepsi 400, probably on fuel strategy. Tropicana 400 belonged to Harvick, his first win of the season. Then Stewart won again, because that's all he did. Marlin won at Pocono, apparently. Then Joe Nemechek got Hendrick its first and only win of the season and kissed the bricks at Indianapolis. Ricky Rudd broke through for his first win since 2001 at Watkins Glen. Then Harvick won again. Dale Jr. swept Bristol. Steve Park won the Southern 500. Then Stewart swept Richmond and then won again in New Hampshire. Bobby Labonte finally broke through and stopped sucking and got a win at Dover. Christian Fittipaldi was your winner at Talladega. Got the 43 car back to victory lane, just like Bobby Hamilton before him gets the win at Talladega. Banquet 400 belonged to Kevin Harvick. Then Mark finally broke through for a win, got himself the dub at Lowe's. Casey, in his rookie year, wins at Martinsville. Then Ryan Newman got the win in Atlanta, his first since his rookie season in 2002. Jeff Burton with another, I still don't know how he won this race. I still don't know how Jeff Burton won this one. Ryan Newman got another win at North Carolina, and then Dale Jarrett broke through for Yates' only win of the season after having terrible engines all season. He finally had one go his way for once, and he got the win at Homestead. Oh my goodness gracious. So that leaves us with 8 poles for Stewart, 6 poles for Tony Raines. Dale Jr. is tied at 6 because he got Homestead. Newman, Gordon, Rusty Wallace, Jimmy Johnson, Harvick, Waltrip, Kenny Wallace, Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin. They all got poles this season. We've been through all the winners. Stewart leads that list too. Stewart also leads the list of top 5s on the season and top 10s on the season, but Harvick did tie him for that at the end, so that's interesting. Gordon didn't even get 20 top 10s. That's a lull. Best average start of the season belonged to Stewart at 6.5. That's just offensive. And best average finish at 10.7. Ricky Rudd had a good average finish too. That got, ruined by all the DNFs. We'll look at laps led later. Stewart got the fastest top speed of the year. What was the fastest top speed for Tony Raines, you may ask? Well, at some point I got to 2:01.5. That's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. And then the most laps completed on the season. Jimmy Johnson completed 10,797 laps. Kurt Busch is second at 10,655. You have to go all the way down. Mike Skinner, despite finishing multiple laps down every week, Mike Skinner has the 6th most laps complete of everyone in the series. Are you kidding me? Bruh. And if you're wondering what the background is, it's my stream echoing through my headphones, because I keep my headphones at a really high volume so I can hear when the 5s happen in case I miss it. That's me yelling is what you're hearing. Stewart is 7th most laps completed at 10,401. Anyone complete 9,999? Oh my goodness! Warren Burton completed 9,999 laps. That's amazing. Oh, that's great. That is insanity. So here's how many laps everyone completed. Tony Raines completed 8,521. Easily the least amount of laps of any full-time driver. Jeff Burton is the 2nd least for full-time drivers. Wow. Driver respect. So Stan Barrett kind of doesn't like me. Michael Waltrip doesn't like me. Kevin Grubb doesn't like me. Steve Park doesn't like me. And then you have guys that kind of, are just aware of my existence. Then you're getting into my, acquaintances zone. Then Brett Bodine is all right with me. But then Casey, Christian Fittipaldi, Greg Biffle, Mike Skinner. Those are the true, real bros. The true, real bros in this series. These are my real friends. And I think Skinner's going to retire, so that's kind of sad. So here's your weekly race awards. Jeff Green won picking up places. I got Rookie of the Race at Phoenix. That's honestly astonishing. There's your awards for everything. New Hampshire, I was the Rookie of the Race also. Kevin Grubb, the Rookie of the Race at Darlington. Terry Labonte, the perennial picking up places winner. Oh, man. Casey! Look at all these. So many races, so many things have happened in this series. I think that's about everything. Manufacturer Championship goes to Chevy, obviously. We saved the game already. So I'm going to jump to a new season before re-signing sponsors. So we are officially moving on to 2004. Who is going to retire at the end of 2004? Fingers crossed we get another year of Mike Skinner. And no, we don't. Mike Skinner has fallen. So Mike Skinner career comes to an end with 1 top 5, 3 top 10s, average finish of 26.9, 32.9 average finish. His best finish last season was 3rd. He finished 41st in standings, 11 career top 5s and 42 career top 10s. Kevin LePage is also retiring. He had 2 top 10s last year. So yeah, this is a pretty terrible role for the first silly season, but the first silly season is usually the weakest. It gets interesting in seasons 2 through 5. So we're just going to go for it. But interestingly, we're getting replacements for all these drivers. David Green going to Morgan LeClaire Motorsports, and Chase Montgomery is taking over the 57. So my best friend, Mike Skinner, is retiring. I will be there to give a speech at the driver awards. And this is just for proof of what the difficulty that we've been on this entire time. 36 races, legend difficulty, 100% race length, normal damage, and yellow flags on. And there you go. That is 36 100% race length races. That is the end of 2003. It is officially 2004. And that's where we're at. Now, Tony Raines is frustrated with how last year went. So, he is officially going to be changing cars. He's changing teams, and he's going to a Dodge team because all of his Chevy friends have retired. His only Chevy friend is retired, and Casey has convinced him to join with them. But there's not a lot of Dodge teams out there that were looking for drivers. So Tony had to take what he could get. And what he got was none other than Shepherd Racing Ventures. Shift. There we go. Shepherd Racing Ventures. Can I fit all that? I doubt it. Shepherd Racing Vet. There we go. So we're gonna do green, racing for Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, we're racing for Jesus. Now we'll keep that as white for now. Let's see what the yellow looks like. No, that's not the yellow I wanted. We'll keep that as white too, I guess. And this yellow. This matches the waste management colors pretty well, honestly. But I think we're going to do white as the bottom stripe, and then we'll do yellow as the tiny stripe. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Oh wait, I needed to change the car numbers too. Sorry. We are racing for Jesus. I need to change the numbers of the colors numbers here. Big yellow. There it is. That's the right shade. That's the right shade of yellow. Let's fucking go, dude. Alright. Shepherd Racing Ventures. Woo! So let's see if all those good finishes at the end of the season, personal Jesus. There we go. Tony Raines is the personal Jesus for Morgan. Okay. What kind of sponsors do we got? Finish in 25th place. Imagine that. I could get a Chevrolet Dodge. Average finish in 30th place. I think we can maybe do that. Where we should be to the point where I could finish 25th every week, but I don't trust myself. We're just going to go with average finish in 30th, because I can definitely do the qualifying objective. Now it's this sponsor. Let's see about this one. Finish ahead of Robbie Gordon, rank 35th in points. Can we manage to rank 35th in points all season? I don't know. We'll try it. Do I have team sponsors? No, I don't. CarQuest. CarQuest is a good one. I'll take CarQuest. And Kmart's back! Yes! Kmart's back! Yeah! Let's go, dude. I think a Chevrolet Dodge would have been the most, like, Morgan Shepherd type thing possible. But no, we're going to go with Cintas because I think I could actually get an average finish of 30th place. So we'll go with that. Time to re-sign the team. All right, who do we have? Who do we have? 75 overall. Nice. We're going to go with Moy. Moy Caliente. B Brewer is the best. We'll go with B Brewer. Rear tire changer. Is that... Oh, no. That was PU, right? I think we finally lost PU. No! We've lost PU. I cannot believe this. No, we haven't! Yes! He's still here! Yes! Let's fucking go, dude. Okay, Gas Man. Chuck Norris is returning as Gas Man. Let's go. Four-man. Catch Can Dude. Crew Chief. Crew Chief? Who's the best pitter? This guy's the best pitter. PU is still alive. Yes. I'm so happy. Oh, this guy is very balanced. Let's go. Chassis Builder. PU is back. P Moy is going to... we have two Moys on our team, I just realized. Yeah. We got P Moy on chassis and A Moy on front tire. Good shit. I was really afraid that we had lost PU. That would have been tragic. Absolutely tragic. Okay. How long until the body? 2 races until the body, so we're going to have a pretty shitty body for Daytona, but that's okay. We're going to have a reasonably decent engine. The efficiency is really good, but I don't think that's going to help me at all. And then this is completely worthless. This is completely worthless for me. It's a 60-55. Okay, I'd rather do that for the next one. So we're going to repair this. Oh, we could overhaul it for a lot. Oh, we could overhaul it for a lot, but no, we're going to sell this eventually. No, what we're going to do... Okay, so before I forget, we're going to sell this, because this body is absolutely worthless. So we're going to sell that before I forget to do that. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to overhaul this engine. 5962. Very good. I'll overhaul... Oh, I have no money. Okay, hang on. Before we do that, can I afford to just repair this? Yes, 3 races. Okay, I need to do some quick math. 291 minus 46. Oh, where's my calculator? 291 minus 46. 245. 245. I'm guessing this is 246 to overhaul, isn't it? 242. Let's fucking go. Let's go! Oh, let's actually go. Yes, I can repair this in 2 races. Oh, yeah, dude. I have no money, but I am in a good spot. Because we got these new team members that are really good at repairing and overhauling. Because once this is done being built, like, we could build I can't show you what I could build with these guys. Because it's taking them so long to make things. So we're back down to 3K. I just used all of the winnings that I got from the previous race. There you go. There you go. So, Tony Raines, the new driver of the number 189 Cintas Dodge for Shepherd Racing Ventures, is coming into 2004 with a full head of steam. It cannot possibly get worse than 2002. It cannot possibly get worse. I'm not going to do the shootout. We're just going to skip that because I don't care. We're not going to win that. And if I don't win it, I don't get any money, so there's no point. But next season, I don't know when that's going to be. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break for this. But I'm guessing I'll be back within 2 weeks. So don't worry. We'll be back for some more soon. As for now, thank you all so much for watching. We're going to read Super Chats before I leave. This has been a impossibly insane playthrough. But we just have to do the whole thing from the beginning all over again. So, yep. Am I going to change the chat sticker? I should. I should change the chat sticker. That's a good point. That is a good point. Anyway, Super Chats. Ivan Super Chatted $100. Don't forget to look at the Super Chats. Yes. Congrats on finishing Season 1. You're looking forward to Season 2. Most people should be too. JD Land tipped $74 for Tony Raines. Oh, y'all are fucking nuts. I appreciate this. I really do appreciate how so many people have identified with the Tony Rain series and how many people do enjoy coming out. And I see the same people every stream, and I see a bunch of new people every stream, and then sometimes those new people become the regulars, and it's great. This has been one of my favorite things to do on this channel is these streams. So I really I'm super happy to hear that everyone else is enjoying this as much as I am. So thank you for the donations. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, JD Land, for that insane amount of money. Ivan super chatted another 5. We need a Kurt Busch anime sponsored by Monster Energy. Title it 97, the Kurt Busch story. I think that would actually be amazing. If we could get the producers for Drive to Survive to do that, that'd be pretty sick. $6.90 from Tyler. I don't know who Tyler is specifically, but thank you. Very good stuff. JD Land with a 2, no comment, thank you. Ivan with a 2, favorite NASCAR game menu interface. I think I said it was these games, this one or 2005. Thank you for the 2. Another 5 from Ivan. Thunder 2003 is basically Initial D because the car slides too easily. Yes, I don't really like how the game plays. I don't really like how Thunder 2003 plays. That's why. And it's hard. It being hard also doesn't help. $2 from JD Land. Thank you. It was Tyler Johnson that did the 690. Thank you. You are a king. May your crown shine brightly. So 2 from JD with no comment. Thank you. Ivan with 5. His name is What If Racing, but doesn't write what if scenarios about auto racing. I think that's because he did like season mode when he started his channel, and it was basically like a what if this is what actually happened kind of thing. Kind of like what you would do with an NR 2003 alternative universe, but he did it with the actual games. Thank you for the 5. Another 5 from Ivan. The FIA hosted a GT race in the Homestead infield in the 90s. They should do that again. JD Land with another 2. Thank you. Ivan with a 30. That was a very good 32 for that matter, but we didn't have the animation play. That was annoying. 2 from Ivan. Ashton is the catalyst for all the insanity. I cannot believe that Ashton Lewis is allowed on a racetrack after all the things that he's done throughout this playthrough. It's been insane. Kamikaze Games fan super chat at a $4.99. IGN gives you setup tweaks for NASCAR Thunder 2003. It worked for you, but I hate that game, so I'm not going to play it. Sorry. Braden Taylor with a 10, honoring his grandpa. We got F's in the chat for that. I appreciate the 10, thank you. JD Lane with another 2 with no comment, thank you. Lyle Bailey with a 2, ever drink by, and I am changing to Dodge, as you can plainly see. Thank you for the 2. Travis Gold with a 5, compilation of yelling at the crew chief. That would be a 3-hour long video, and I really don't want to waste my time putting that together. It'd be longer than this stream, basically. But thank you. Thank you for the 5. Ivan with a 30 from 6 days ago. So, yeah, so that's every super chat. So thank you all so much for watching. This has been season 1 of this playthrough. We'll see you at some point for the start of season 2 where we go to the Daytona 500. Thanks for watching. Take it away, Bernie.
Hello and good evening, YouTube. My name is Barney Sanders, and I want to personally thank you for tuning in to tonight's stream on the Kamikaze Games channel. But there is a reason that I am here, and yes, I am once again asking for your financial support. The Kamikaze Games streams are made possible by viewers such as yourself, and it is sustained almost entirely through donations. If you would like to, you can super chat in the chat of this stream, or go down to the description and click the link to Streamlabs. And if you do that, you can donate to this stream, and you can make me, Barney Sanders, very happy. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us for tonight's stream, and hope you have a good time. Thank you.